You like to be a mixed martial a-hole.
No way.
Oh!
MMA-holes. What's up, MMA-holes? What's going on? Wednesday is here. Impregnate the chat, everybody. How are you? What's going on today? Yes. That's right. I'm freaking pumped, guys. I'm so pumped up. I hope you guys are as pumped as I am right now. So pumped. We have the chat room, as usual, flying along, smooth sailing right now. The MMA holes are here. The MMA holes are live. We're trying to recover from UFC 207. 2016 is in the motherfucking books. And we are here. We are live. MMA holes, welcome to the show. It's good to be in 2017. I'm happy. I'm healthy. And I'm ready to start this year off with a bang with a beautiful MMA hole Wednesday show. Abba Zabba. Green Bay's here. What's up, Green Bay? Green Bay, I saw you earlier. Thanks for coming by. You're gonna have a good time over here. Mexican is here. Eddie Manser, Jesus Christ. Abba Zabba. Prospear. Oh, how about this? We're here with greatness. Prospear brand management. Isn't Justin Sumter awesome? He sure is. We have to talk about Justin Sumter in a second. Eddie Manser says, yeehaw. Ray the Axe Murder Malone says, oh no, Ronda. Oh no. Mexican, don't worry about Carrie. She feeds. Oh, God. Guys, there's some people here from the Carrie show. Carrie warmed it up. She has a stream going, came back over to the MMA holes, and we're going to get this party going, guys. So we have a couple of things to talk about. I'm going to go through the list. We're going to talk about these things. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a little bit of coffee because everyone here in this chat, in this stream is
wonderful.
That's right. Wonderful. I hope everyone's wonderful. If everyone is wonderful in the chat, I want you to hit 1. What?
Wonderful.
There it is. Wonderful. That's right. So the show, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. BJ Penn's card, that fight night, Brian Caraway is not fighting. He's hurt. We have Tito Ortiz says that Chael Sonnen is going to shit himself. Todd Grisham. Does anyone know who this guy is? Todd Grisham. I don't know who Todd Grisham is. Does anyone in the chat know who he is? Anybody? No? Takers? Anybody? No one knows who he is.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Well, that guy is apparently going to do play-by-play for the UFC. I guess that's what's going to happen. Todd Grisham is going to do play-by-play for the UFC. From what I'm hearing, it's just going to be fight nights. I guess it's a little trial thing. I don't know what's going on, but he's going to be there. How do you guys feel about that? I see ones in the chat. You guys are pumped up. There you go with the ones. Everyone's wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, guys. Also, we have the 2016 Fighter of the Year is Michael the Count Bisping. How do you guys feel about that? Nick Diaz turning down Robbie Lawler fight. Got some thoughts on that and much more. But we're going to start the show off because I think everyone wants to talk about this. What's in the news? What happened this past weekend? Guys, I know what you're thinking. Do you know what I'm thinking? Anybody? Ronda Rousey. That's right, guys. Ronda Rousey lost. She lost. We're going to be talking about Ronda Rousey. I have my thoughts about Ronda Rousey losing. It's crazy. Greatness has fallen. And we're going to get started with that. Ronda Rousey lost terribly to Amanda Nunes in UFC 207. Man, people called it. People saw it. I didn't see it. I did not see this coming. I mean, I know she's a head case and this and that and the whole circus behind her not doing things with the media. I know that all went down. I really did think, and I'm Mystic Moss for God's sakes, I did think that Ronda was going to pull this off. I was totally wrong on this one. Sometimes you just don't get it right. I didn't get that one right. Ronda Rousey got her ass beat by Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes. Man, oh man. Let's go to the chat. Jim Lip is wonderful. Jim Lip, you are
wonderful.
That's right. So the Green Bay's here. Green Bay 345. Welcome to the MMA-HOLES live. I saw you earlier on the ESPN chat. We recruited you over to this family. I want everyone in the chat to say hello to Green Bay 345, who is a brand new, wonderful, wonderful MMA hole.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. Hello, Green Bay 345. Abba says, yeah, he used to work for the WWE. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not familiar with the WWE. I am an MMA man, but apparently he has ESPN work, ESPN background, and WWE background. Who knows? We give him a shot, see how he does. He's better than Mario Lopez. Mario Lopez, yeah. Okay, Carrie is a much nicer person than Ronda. That's what Ray the Axe Murderer says. Abba says he works for ESPN right now. Jesus Christ says Carrie sure does more interviews than Ronda. Guys, inside jokes. We're talking about Carrie Sliven of the Carrie Show, who probably will be jumping in a second in the chat. Bryce Farmer's here. Welcome, Bryce Farmer. Welcome to the chat. Cody did win. Cody did win. We'll be talking about that as well. Jesus Christ says Ronda Rousey was lost, Chris. Ronda Rousey was, none of this was happening.
Oh.
Fighter of the year, says Jim Lip. Bryce Farmer says, oh, hell no, Bisping deserves it. Oh, hell no, Bisping deserves it. Jim Lip, Cody went from unranked to champ. Good point there. Good point there, Jim Lip. I mean, this guy, Cody Garbrandt. How about that? How about Cody Garbrandt? We'll be talking about that. It's insane what he did. He really fought a good, smart fight against Dominic Cruz, the Dominator, and took him to school. New school beat the old school in that one. Abba says Ronda tried to use the Diaz defense and didn't realize the only people that can do that is the Diaz brothers. It's true. She's like, let me block all your punches with my face. Sup Ninjas, says Mexican. Bryce Farmer says, no, he was ranked number 5. That's Cody, yes. Eddie Manster, hey, Eddie Manster. The Green Bay says, hey, Jesus Christ, MMA family. There is only one person who was, and will ever be the fighter of the year. He still fights. Yes, sir. Do I hear a yes, sir? Do I hear it?
Yes, sir.
There it is. Conor McGregor is the fighter of the year. Conor McGregor is the fighter.
Yes, sir.
Of everything. Did you see Conor McGregor's commercial?
Yes, sir.
Check it out if you didn't see it. It's pretty funny with him with John Lovitz. Weird combo, but I laughed. I cried. I had a good time. Okay, Green Bay 345 says, are there any single girls on? So Green Bay came here for the single ladies. Hang in there, Green Bay. There will be single ladies in here, and you could creep on the ladies. Says Ronda, a beast. All right, he didn't win that fight, says Jim Lip. Who are we talking about? Who didn't win that fight? Let me know. Best dance is 2016, the Rousey versus the Stanky Leg. Says Mexican. Bryce Farmer says he knocked Rockhold the fuck out. What do you mean he didn't win that fight? Talking about Mr. Bisping, the Hendo fight. The Hendo fight, Jim Lip. I did think that Hendo did enough in that fight, but it was close. It was a close fight. And if you look at what Bisping did, he went from literally 0 to champ. He filled in, he got a little bit lucky. He had a couple of breaks, but what he did to Rockhold, I mean, come on, man, you can't discredit that. It's easy to say Conor McGregor. It's so easy to say that, but he had that loss, and Conor McGregor always maintains that top dog position. Bisping was kind of floating around, always stumbled in that big dance, and then pulled it off against Rockhold. No one saw that coming, and Bisping knocked him out. He K'd the fuck out. Okay. Bryce Farmer says he definitely won 3 rounds of 5 for sure. Ray the Axe Murder Malone says Cockhole got knocked the earth out. Yeah, he fucked up Rockhold, says Jim Lip. Mexican Green Bay, the girls in here are mine, homie. Mexicans drawing the line in the sand. We have 18 viewers. Very strong, very handsome, very sexy in the chat, hanging out with us. What's up? Yakov is here. Shout out to the MMA-HOLES. What's up, Yakov? The Green Bay 345 says, should Conor have left the UFC? He didn't leave the UFC. Conor is out taking a little bit of break, playing Papa for 10 months, and he will be back. He will be strong. There's going to be a lot of things going on with Conor, and things are going to unravel differently. I have a feeling a lot of the players that are in the game right now that are potential fighters for Conor McGregor are not going to be in the mix when Conor comes back. It's going to be a very strange, interesting situation. Let's talk about Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey fights Amanda Nunes. No press. Ronda Rousey goes in there, gets into that cage. She looks sharp. She looks chiseled. She looks good. She got K'd the fuck out. First round. Now, okay, let's talk. The chat room right now, I know, is filled with different opinions over here. Marlon here, Kristen here. The ladies are coming in. Check it out. I know the chat room is a little bit seesaw with Ronda Rousey. You could go either one way or the other way. I noticed with Ronda Rousey, this is how it works. You either love the girl or you hate the girl. There's no middle with Ronda Rousey. You either really like her or you can't stand her. That's pretty much how it works. I'm going to tell you how I feel about Ronda Rousey right now. First off, Ronda Rousey, to me, is a pioneer of the sport. Ronda Rousey, whether you like her or not, what she did for women's MMA, coming into the UFC, breaking through that wall that Dana White said that never was going to happen. She comes flying through there, and she did what she did. Now, people say, oh, look who she fought, this and that. There could be a lot of arguments about it, but regardless, what she did was something that she'll always be remembered for. Now she comes off these 2 losses, and not only are they bad losses, they're terrible losses. Holly Holm, they say, exposed Ronda Rousey. Let's not forget that Holly Holm is a beast. Holly Holm's resume is spot on. She's been a little stumbly as of late, but look at her track record. Holly Holm had all the tools to fight Ronda Rousey and fought her smart and just beat her up bad. Now you fast forward to this past weekend that just passed us by. Amanda Nunes, Ronda Rousey. You see what happens in that thing. Is Ronda Rousey exposed? I don't know about that. I feel that Ronda Rousey's in the wrong hands. I feel that Ronda Rousey was not mentally in the right place. Am I saying that Ronda Rousey should have definitely won that fight? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying Ronda Rousey was just not there. That Rousey that came into that cage was not Ronda Rousey. I don't know who. It was like an imposter that came into that cage. She snuck into that thing, and it's like she forgot how to fight. It was so weird. And how she went about fighting Amanda Nunes was baffling, absolutely baffling. It is what it is, guys. Me personally, do I think Ronda Rousey is going to come back? That's a good question. After watching that fight, I say no. She's not going to come back. But is there something still burning inside of Ronda Rousey? I feel if she could switch camps, if she could find a different direction, she could come back strong. But will she want to do that is the real question. Let me hear from you guys. Okay. Jim Lip, are you really surprised Diaz turned down the fight? Am I really surprised? Yes, because right now, Robbie Lawler makes the most sense. I don't know who else. Woodley? I don't think that's going to happen. He's not going to jump and just fight Woodley. I just don't see those stars lining up. Conor McGregor? No. Jesus Christ says Conor will appear in WWE and will be Paul Heyman guy. Be a Paul Heyman guy? I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever. Mexican says, Marlon, hello, pretty lady. Hello, Mexican. The Green Bay 345 says, hey, Marlon. Hey, beautiful. There you go, guys. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to do something special. I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to send out a couple of messages here. I'm going to send out the hangouts to a couple of my fellow MMA-holes, and we're going to keep this party going. You are watching the MMA-holes live. Wednesday night show, we talk MMA, we talk UFC, Bellator, anything you want to talk about, we talk about. We talk about the current news, current events, and that's what we do. Here we go. Let's pop this in here. And I thank everyone for joining us. Now, what's cool about Friday, the 207 event, we did a Fight Buddies stream. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs. We drank some alcohol. We watched some good fights. We watched some bad fights, and we had a good time. We had a real good time. Those of you that joined us, I hope you guys had a good time too, because we had a lot of fun with that shit. It was great. Now, we said we were going to get 300 subscribers by the end of the year. Not only did we get 300, we blasted past it and got 350. 350, guys. So I can't thank you guys any more than I'm thanking you right now. You guys are all wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The good part about this too is now that we're at the 350 mark, we're getting the trolls. And if you get trolls in the comments, that means you're being seen. Eyeballs are seeing you. The MMA holes are expanding. We're growing like a rash. All right. Jesus Christ says Ronda should have fought Miesha Tate at UFC 200 and retired. Mexican says, she is our queen. No, Mexican, she's my queen, says Green Bay. Uh-oh, they're fighting in the chat. Glenn Allen says, "Bwahaha, Green Bay, hard times, I see." All right. Marlon says, laugh my ass off, Mexican. Well, thank you. Ray the Axe Murder Malone says, try anywhere else. Hold on. Try anywhere else. YT to get a girl. All right. I think you're directing that towards Green Bay. The Green Bay, I'm going to hook you up with Carrie. No worries. Yeah, Green Bay, you're going to love Carrie. You're going to love her. She's a nice, sweet girl. All right. LOL with smushy smiley faces. The Green Bay says, okay, thank you, Mexican. You better thank him. He's a very, Mexican is a very, I got you, little guy. See, now, not only is the MMA-HOLES a fancy show about MMA, but we meet people, we match people, we're like a bunch of cupids here. Now, if you guys are new to the show, we are a dysfunctional show about MMA, UFC, any of that fun stuff. I'm going to describe what we are. We are fans talking to fans about the sport, mixed martial arts, predominantly UFC, let's not lie, but we are the MMA-HOLES. We will dabble into a whole bunch of other things as well. And phones ring while broadcasts going, hey, the MMA-HOLES t-shirt. Thank you guys for purchasing shirts. Okay. Ray the Axmer says, nice. Abba says, Mexican, you are such a good dude. See, look at that. Mexican, applaud me, please. I don't have an applaud sound, but I could also say this.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. Green Bay, well, she does have a lot of men chasing after her right now. Yes, Marlon is a hot commodity. Hey, guys, it's Marlon's birthday just passed. Everyone sing her a happy birthday in the chats. Right, Connor?
Yes, sir.
That's right. The best performance at 207 was definitely TJ Dillashaw. Can't wait to see him do that to Cody and take that belt back. Okay, let's talk. I'm going to take you guys on a journey. I'm going to take you guys on an adventure. 21 viewers, welcome to the MMA-HOLES Live. And this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take you on a nice trip, on a nice journey to UFC 207. Boom. Check it out. Presenting to everybody. Looky here. All right, guys. Those are the unofficial stats. What are we looking at? We're looking at the TJ Dillashaw, John Lineker fight. Okay. So now I was saying this on Friday. I say it again. I've said it before Friday. Guys, this fight should have been a 5-round fight. This fight is a fight that was a waste to me, at least. I think this should have been on a fight night. It should have been a 5-round fight. These two going 5 rounds with each other would have been a blast to watch. I felt gypped by this fight. I felt that this fight should have went longer. These two were bashing the shit out of each other. Dillashaw did win convincingly, but Lineker was not giving up. He was putting up a fight. Lineker had a chance. He always comes back, Lineker. He's just a tough bastard, and it would have been fun to watch these guys go 5 rounds, save some gas, and go for it. But Dillashaw won convincingly. Dillashaw moves on. Will Dillashaw be the person to put that monkey wrench in the Garbrandt run? I need to know right now. Is Dillashaw the person? Guys, hit 1. Will Dillashaw dethrone Cody Garbrandt if they fight again, or if they fight ever? Hit me with the 1s. Okay. Oh, snap. I misread you. Happy birthday. That is epic, says Kristen. There you go. The happy birthdays to Marlon, everybody. Green Bay says, will Conor fight Mayweather? I've said yes from the beginning, and I stick with it. It's going to happen. It will happen. I may be one of the few people that say that, but I do believe it's going to happen. Right, Connor? Do you think it's going to happen? And are you going to smash Mayweather's face?
Yes, sir.
See, there we go. You just heard it. Because, when I asked Connor about Mayweather, I was like, what do you think about Floyd Mayweather? He said,
who the fuck is that guy?
That's right. Look at that production value. Someone says I need a producer. I laugh in your face. All right. There we go. Wow, you guys think that Dillashaw will dethrone Cody Garbrandt with the 1s. How about that? Abba Zabba, Marlon, Bryce Farmer, Black Cauldron. How about that shit? Okay, Abba Zabba says, Chris, I don't get why they didn't have TJ face off against Cody. I mean, that was the point of having that fight on the card. You know what? Bellator does shit like that. You never really see that with the UFC. You do see that with Bellator. They have guys on the same card, and then they have them face off. UFC doesn't really do that. Oh, the Pigeon's asking for the link. Pigeon, I sent you the link, Pigeon. Hold on. Let me just double check. Hold on. He goes, where's my link? Do you guys want to talk to the Pigeon? We have a lot to talk about. If you guys don't know who the Pigeon is, the last episode of the MMA Holes, we had the Pigeon. I sent it via email. All right. There it is. Look at that. Multitasking in this bitch. All right. All right. Okay. Who would win, Brock or Connor? Of course it'd be Connor, right, Connor? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Brock Lesnar, and Connor was stuttering like myself.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Speaking of Brock Lesnar is suspended for 1 year from the UFC, but it doesn't look like Dana White wants any part of Brock Lesnar back. So, Bellator, who knows? All right. Okay. Mexican says that Jimmy, that's messed up. Amanda can scrap, bro. You tripping. Thank you, Green Bases, Marlon. Belts. AS 2016, welcome to the chat. And I see a 4-leaf clover. It's sharp, it's strong, and Connor is very happy.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Everyone that said Ronda would beat Floyd in the cage is looking really stupid right now, says Bryce Farmer. Yes. Right? Remember that discussion that Ronda could take out? If Ronda fought men, what would Ronda do? Ronda was this mythical creature that would take on everything and was a folk tale. And listen, okay, now everyone's back down to earth with Ronda. You know, she is what she is. Is she invincible? No, she's not invincible, you know. But Black Cauldron wants a shirtless pigeon dance, and that's all that matters. Get Luke Thomas here as a guest. Ray the Axe Murder, that would be
Wonderful.
for sure. What does the pigeon want? Let's see. Is the pigeon... Okay, give me a few. You might be honored to have the pigeon here. And we'll talk about that pigeon because the pigeon's going to have to do something. If pigeon comes on, he has to do something. We are at 350 subscribers. We said the pigeon was going to do something. Kristen Cooper says, hello, pigeon. All right, Black Cauldron talking pigeon. Abba says, damn, Jimmy. I mean, if you are going to rip on Nunez, at least make fun of her Vitor haircut. The Vitor Belfort reference is spot on. She does resemble Vitor Belfort. She channeled Vitor for that fight. Very, very reminiscent of Vitor. Good point there, Abba. Jimmy Powers. Welcome, Jimmy Powers, to the chat. She guesses early. She's already lost to that. Great first round scrap. But how far did that get Victor Belfort? He says Victor Belfort. Victor Belfort. Dan the Man says, aye. Dan the Man is.
Wonderful.
All right. Ray the Axe Murder says, crack pigeon must dance. And don't look in my eyes as you dance. We'll tell him not to do that. Creighton Meister says, if Connor and Diaz went against each other, again, who would win in your opinion? The rubber match has to be at 155, and Connor will smash him, in my opinion. Mexican says, Dan, you watching the Bulls versus Cavs game? How about that? Bulls versus Cavs right now. All right. Mexicans, Dan says to Mexican.
Yes, sir.
That's what Dan says. All right. So right now the Bulls are winning 58-53. That's a score from Mexican. Kristen Cooper says, laugh out loud. Ronda is not going to fight, guys. It doesn't look that way. It really does not look that way. Now, here's the question. Does she do an interview? She even had a statement. There was a statement released. It was like, didn't really give us much. What's next for Ronda Rousey? What is next? I'm honestly confused by this one. I wouldn't be surprised if she lost. It's just how she lost. I just did not see that coming. Not at all. The Green Bay says, will Ronda get her belt back? If she doesn't fight, the answer is no. But who knows? You never know with this sport. You never know. Crazier things have happened. Some people came back late in their career, and all of a sudden, they just grab a belt. Jimmy, I guess you don't know Amanda Nunez already has a win against Shevchenko. I can't say that name right. She does. It went 3 rounds. So it was a tough fight. That was a tough fight for her. Amanda Nunez has, 3 losses? So she is beatable. But she's looked good as of late. Rest in peace, Ronda. Yeah, yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. All right. Dan the Man says, who the fuck this newbie Jordan McRae thinks he's Kobe or something? Talking about a little b-ball. Bryce, that's true. This is Mexican. Jimmy Powers says, yes, I know that, but if she gasses halfway through the second round, watch the fight. I say Valentina beats her. It says no, a rematch, tough Polish bitch. Well, you're saying Valentina's a tough Polish bitch. She is. She is the bullet. Very tough. Naomi Farrell. Welcome. Welcome, Naomi. Okay, you say, what do you think of UFC 208 card? Well, Naomi, let me tell you what I think. Not only am I going to tell you, I'm going to show you what I think. So I think. I got a little Conor McGregor there. Naomi, okay, let's check it out. Let's go on a trip. Let's go on an adventure because Naomi says so. We're going to do that. Let's go. Okay, let's do this. And ready, guys, this is what I do. I call this presenting to everybody. All righty, guys, let's see what we got here. Where are we going? Here it is, UFC 208. Check it out. Present to everybody. Look at it. Just look at it. Now, this one has a special place in my heart, guys. Very special place. UFC 208 is in Nuevo York, Brooklyn. I'm going to be there. Along with a couple of my friends, we're going to be there. We're going to be happy. We're going to be hanging out. And we want another fight on this card. I want another fight on this card. Dana White said that he's not opposed to having another fight as the main event, that Holly Holm is not going to be it's not set in stone. Basically, that's what he said. But time is winding down. You can't really crowbar something in there. There's nothing else that really jumps out that might be here. So I think we're stuck with what we got here. Now, with being stuck with what we got here, check it out. Look at what we got. Not some bad stuff, but is it a pay-per-view? I'm on the fence with this one. Now, the Holm Germain fight is going to be cool, man. The whole 145 story, I dig it. I'm into it. The one that jumps out for me, and it's because I'm a fanboy, is the Lewis Brown fight. I think the Black Beast is the shit. I really do. Watching him scrap with Travis Brown, if he beats the shit out of Brown, that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think this is going to be the one to look out for. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Even though the Black Beast wasn't happy with his performance last time, he still got the win. He still got the finish. I think he's going to come back stronger on this one. And I think it's going to be a good one between him and Mr. Brown. Brown has a lot going for this fight. I mean, Brown needs his fight bad. Now you got this Teixeira Cannonier fight. Big fight for Cannonier. Big fight. Should be interesting. Here we go. Look at this. Poirier Miller. Why not? Jim Miller's on a little bit of a tear. Poirier's coming off of a loss. Getting Cade the fuck out. Should be a good scrap between these two. Hey, you know what? Not bad. If you look through it, it's not horrible. Okay. Felder, big fan of Felder. He always shows up to fight. Gilbert Burns, why not? Check it out. You got some good stuff over here. You got Uncle Creepy even dropped onto this card. Don't sleep on Mr. Randy Brown, guys. Do not sleep on Rude Boy. But you know what? Looking through this, I mean, not too bad. What the fuck, Olka? I do not know about this Olka guy. Fucking freaks me out. Look at this fucking guy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that face. Fucking freaks me out. He freaks me out. He freaks me out. That fucking face. He freaks me out. He freaks me out. Yeah, that face really freaks me out. I don't know. His name is Olka. He makes me nervous. Let's go back to the chat. Okay, so Kristen says, glad you get to go. I'm glad too. And the price of the tickets weren't too bad. Guess what, guys? If you're going to UFC 208, we'll have some shirts. We're going to play some games. We're going to have the MMA-holes there live from UFC 208. We're going to have a little fun with you guys. So if you're there, let's meet up. Let's tailgate. Well, you can't really tailgate. Maybe we'll hit a bar. Tiger Leg. Welcome, Tiger Leg. Says, I can't be there. Oh, well. This is an unsmiley to a smiley. All right. Jim Lip says, Randomy will win. Jimmy Powers says, Max, I bet, hold on, I lost the chat. Fuck you. Max, I bet that's what they are setting up is Holm as 2-division champ would be pretty sweet for Holm. Yeah, I think that's their next thing. Nunez, Holly Holm, I'm in for it. I don't get excited. I've said this a million times. Amanda Nunez, not yet, is getting me super excited. I know she made a big stink at that UFC 207 Kano and Mrs. Rousey, but I am not excited about Amanda Nunez if she's headlining a pay-per-view. I'm not excited right yet. Who knows? Maybe one day I will be excited about it. Right now, I'm not. Now, if you put in Amanda Nunez versus Holly Holm for a belt, 2-belt champ, interesting. Okay, yeah, me too. Who doesn't like the preacher's daughter? Says Jimmy Powers. Ugly as fuck, though. The Mexican says, Jimmy Mang, you doubting Amanda? It would be good for either chick. They both made their name of beating the dust of Ronda. That is the fight with most promise at the end of 2017. Yeah. I mean, it's a good story. It is a good story. Either way, with the Ronda Nunez fight, you're good. You need Holly Holm to win. You need her to win. If Holly Holm doesn't win, that fight's juice is right out the window. Green Bay says, MMA-holes, can you take me to UFC 208? If you show up, we'll sneak you in. Mexican says, Holly Holm got a nice booty on her, though. There you go. Mexicans finding the good qualities in her. Black Cauldron says, that's a guy girl. Oh, poor Holly Holm. Poor preacher's daughter. Mexican says, Black, C-sup. C-sup. Jimmy Powers, Mex, I'm not doubting Nunez. I know she's dangerous and a champ for a reason, but her claim to fame is Misha and Ronda, and they are not strikers. That's what Jimmy Powers says. Black Cauldron says, I'm down to grab a slice of pizza. And Black, let's grab a slice of pizza. Jimmy Powers says, Holm is a proven champ. That's all I'm saying. Creighton says, if Conor and Floyd box, who would win? Conor, would you win?
Yes, sir.
There you go, my friend. There you go. You heard it from the horse's mouth, the Irish horse. Jimmy Powers says, and I don't have to like Nunez. This is America. I can like whoever the fook I want. That's what Jimmy Powers says. Oh, I added the fook part because that's what I do. Okay. Same with the Polish ship. Megan Anderson is more exciting than Amanda Nunez. That's what Black Cauldron says. Same this with the Polish chick. Okay. Jimmy Mexican says, at Jimmy, Ronda and Keisha are probably the two biggest names in female MMA. Ronda and Keisha. Okay. Since way back in Strikeforce days, beating them is a big deal. And Mexican is right.
Yes, sir.
Bryce Farmer says, Jimmy, you're all over the place. I am. Mexican. All right, guys, check that out. So there's a lot of stuff that went down. There's a lot of stuff going on. I am all over the place. It's 2017 right now. I don't know how to pull it together. I mean, this is a big year. This is big things. Oh, this is pretty funny. Check this out. Speaking of all over the place, check this out, guys. Look at this. I got something special for you. He's still fucking there. He's still fucking there staring. He's still there. He's still fucking there. Oh, God. I'm going to be excited. I'm partial to UFC 208. I'm excited about it because we get to go. Anytime I get to go to a fight, I'm all pumped up about it. So UFC 208, am I super stoked about the card? Not super stoked, but I'm pumped I'm going to be there. Yes. So what did you guys think of UFC 207? Honestly, give me a score. I need a score from F being the worst, A being the best, or A+. What do you guys think of that card? What do you rate it? In the chat, I need to know right now. I need to know a rating from you guys. F through A. I need to know right now. Let me give you my score. UFC 207. Cain Velasquez goes down. They still pull shit together. There was some duds in the middle. I'm going to give UFC 207, and I'm going to incorporate the build up, the hype to it, and then the whole thing wrapped into a bow. I'm going to say UFC 207. I'm going to give it a B-. That's what I give UFC 207, a B-. It's not because Ronda lost. It's because of how things were played around. I think the Dillashaw fight would have been better suited for a fight night, like I said before. Cain Velasquez would have been a nice little mix with Verdum in that card. And there were some duds on the card, but the build-up to the fights were just killer. And Cody Garbrandt, how about Cody Garbrandt? Let's talk about Cody. No love Garbrandt. Man, Cody Garbrandt is the champ. It's crazy. I see A. Wow, Abizaba gives it an A. How about that? Bryce Farmer gives it a B+. Mexican gives it a B-. Okay, so we're all giving them passing scores for UFC 207. I think we could all agree. And here we go. Mexican says 206 was better. Yes. 206 was fucking awesome. That was a great card. And everyone thought it was going to be a dud. And look how that thing played out. And that's what I think is going to happen with UFC 208. I think 208 is going to be a sleeper. I think everyone's going to be like, I don't know about this UFC 208. I don't know how good it's going to be, and I think it's going to be good, man. I think it's going to be something that's going to surprise people. I think it's going to be a 206. I really do. Okay. Kristen gives it a solid B. I mean, the lead up alone, the whole circus about the Rousey thing, the banter between Garbrandt and Dominic Cruz. I mean, that was awesome. That was so much freaking fun to watch. So I think a B minus. I think it's a fair score. Are you going to be at the 208 tongue-tied, Chris? Check it out like this. The Green Bay 345 says, are you going to be at UFC 208 live on your channel MMA-HOLES? We're going to try to do it live. That's the plan. The plan is to do this. This is the goal for UFC 208. What I want to do is a live stream. I want to do a little game show that we could play with people. Get a couple of questions right, you get a t-shirt. If you don't get the questions right, we get to make fun of you. That's how I want the game. It's just to promote the MMA-HOLES, a little guerrilla marketing. That's what we're looking to do. If we can't pull off a live stream, maybe we might have to, because YouTube sucks. YouTube's live streaming with the mobile app is non-existent. So if they don't get their shit together by then, we might have to do it on Facebook Live or something like that, which I hate. I fucking can't stand. But we might have to do it that way. But I really want to do a live thing. So remember to follow us at the MMA-HOLES. Just in case we can't do it on YouTube, we could always do it on other social medias because we don't give a fuck. Jimmy Power says, how Dillashaw, though? You think he beats No Love? Okay. We're gonna talk about Dillashaw. We're gonna talk about Cody No Love, and we're gonna be talking about Dominic Cruz. Let's take a look at this. I think this needs to be spoken about. So we're gonna talk about it because that's what we do over here on the MMA-HOLES. We're so fucking serious. We're just so awesome over here on the MMA-HOLES. We break down fights and we just do shit crazy. That's what we do. Check it out. Check it out, guys. Just look. Would you just look at it? Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. All right, let's talk. Who the fuck is that guy, right?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Watch the UFC 208 and you'll see him. All right, Dominic Cruz, Cody Garbrandt, guys. Here it is. Check it out. What do you think? Okay, so this fight was a lot of fun to watch. I had a very good time. There's a couple of thoughts I have on this fight. I did say Dominic Cruz is going to win this fight. Okay, I am not shocked that Cody Garbrandt won. I'm not shocked because if you look at Cody Garbrandt, you look at his track record, the guy is an undefeated fighter, and look how he's beaten his previous fighting. He's won his previous fights. The guy is he's a beast. He's an animal. Now, the thing that shocked me in this fight is Cody Garbrandt went after Dominic Cruz in the same fashion as Dominic Cruz. He just gave him a taste of his own medicine. It's crazy. Cody was faster. He beat him to the punch. He was countering. He was moving, but at the same time, he sat in the pocket. His head movement was slick. He just, every time Dominic did his little jerks and weaves and bobs and tried to do his quirky little punches, Garbrandt had an answer for everything, was faster, one step ahead of him, and then rocked him over and over and over again. The thing I didn't like about this fight was this, and some people did like this fight, this part of the fight, but I wasn't a huge fan of this. I'm all about showboating, okay? I love the shit talk. I love the showboating. I love all that shit. But the thing I didn't like was Garbrandt could have finished Cruz. He could have finished him. Very easily could have finished him. And he was toying with him and was playing these stupid games and was doing the fucking robot and all that shit. I don't know, man. I know you were in the moment. You were in the zone. You were soaking everything in. But I feel it would have been even bigger and better if you knocked Cruz out. If I'm not mistaken, Dominic Cruz has never been knocked out. You could have put him away, Cody. You could have put him away. Now, not taking anything away from that win. You got the W. You got the strap. And you did the nice thing for the child with leukemia. That was fucking awesome. But I wish you would have put him away. I really do, because the opportunity was there multiple times where you could have put him away. Now, people were like, okay, you don't want to play on the ground. You don't want to do this, that. You were beating him at every aspect of the game. You rocked him. And then you would just stand and laugh and point. That's Diaz shit. That's not Cody Garbrandt shit, man. Put him away. Put him away. That's the only thing. That's the only criticism I have with that fight. Other than that, he was spectacular. Cody Garbrandt did his thing. He fucking outplayed. He out Dominic Cruz, the Dominic Cruz. You can't beat that. Now, does he fight Dillashaw? Is that the next fight? The thing I'm hearing is he called out Dillashaw right away, and it seems like that's the fight that needs to happen. But and he switched his song and dance, and now he wants to have like a super fight. Every guy that wins a belt now wants to have the super fight. Now, here's the question to you guys, because I like to interact with you guys. Does he fight Dillashaw next? I mean, who knows? He already called out what's it called? Conor McGregor. He said Jose Aldo. He's saying all these other names, but he's not throwing Dillashaw in the mix anymore. So I need to know two things from you guys, okay? Is he going to fight Dillashaw? Is that going to be the next fight? Or do you think he's going to try to do some weird super fight against someone else? Me personally, I think the Dillashaw fight has to happen. Now, here's another thing. Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz. Does Dominic Cruz get the next opportunity? I mean, does Dominic Cruz get that rematch? The guy's the number 2 pound-for-pound best fighter in the UFC. Should Dominic Cruz get the rematch? Who gets the rematch? Does Dominic Cruz get the rematch? Does Dillashaw get the fight? Does a super fight happen? I'm going to ask the chat right now. Who is getting the fight? Dillashaw, Cruz, or some other super fight? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I need to know. I want to know. All right. Just don't like her, says Jimmy Powers, but good for her. Can't take anything away from her. All right. Wow, Bulls are spanking the Cavs, huh? Mexican says, me neither. Amanda didn't get any promos this fight. That shit played a major factor. Only real fans like the MMA-holes know about her. That's right, MMA-holes. Salute. All right, what rank is Ronda? Ronda has dropped. You know what? Let's check it out, guys. We're gonna look at the pound for pound. I'm gonna go like this. Pound for pound. All right, that's a good thing. I like to see the update on the pound for pound list. So this is what we do. Guys, welcome. MMA-holes, 19 viewers hanging out with us. I love all you guys. Check it out. Okay, we're going to go over here. Yeah, fighter rankings. How about that music, huh? Looking in the chat. Okay. Not give Dillashaw his goddamn title shot already, says Mexican. Bryce Farmer says, if Dillashaw doesn't get a title fight, I'm done watching the UFC. He's going to just quit. Thomas Brown says, these guys have to defend their belt at least once before they go for the super fights. TJ should get that fight. That's what Thomas Brown says. Jimmy Powers says, she probably wants to go back down to 135 now. Cyborg all right, we're talking about Cyborg over there. Mexican says, Dillashaw has been fighting and beating everyone and should have got the title shot before Lineker. I agree with that. I said it before. That was the fight that needed to happen, Mexican. That was the fight that needed to happen, the Dillashaw fight. He got pushed aside and beat up on Lineker. It's a weird question. Marlon Lane says, I don't think Dom will get the rematch. Dillashaw deserves it. So that's probably what's going to happen. That's probably what's going to happen. Maybe Mr. Cruz is going to take a little bit of a break, let that all unfold, and then come back into the game. Okay. She should even be in the pound for pound, says Jimmy Powers. True. Dillashaw versus Conor. That's what the Green Bay says. Marlon says Ronda is 4th now. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check out the pound for pound. I get distracted. You guys are wonderful, wonderful. Let's look. Okay, what are we looking at here? That's not what I'm supposed to be looking at. There it is. Would you just look at it? All right. Let's go to the ladies. Okay, take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. On top, we have Amanda Nunes on top of the heap. Valentina right behind her. Does someone say rematch? Who knows? That could be happening right now. Look at this. Ronda drops to number 4. Drops down 3. Is this fair? Let's see. Shashenkov, Pena, Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey, and then Raquel Pennington. How about Raquel Pennington? Who would have thought she'd be top 5 right now? She's been hot as hell. Kat Zingano. So Ronda dropping to 4. Looking at this now, I can't disagree with it. I think that's a good ranking right there. It's just so weird seeing Ronda at number 4. Man, oh man, how greatness falls. So Amanda Nunes, Shashenko, that could be a rematch. Then you have the super fight that might happen. Who knows? And check this out. Women's featherweight. Stay tuned, kids. Stay tuned. Let's take a look over here. We're going to look around, look around, look around. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so if you look over here on top, Cody Garbrandt is on top of the heat as the champ. Dominic Cruz is numero uno. Okay, and then we got Dillashaw, Lineker, Asuncio, Brian Caraway. Brian Caraway, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. He got hurt. Not sure where he's going to stand, but who gives a fuck? He's an idiot. Okay, Cody Garbrandt, Dominic Cruz, Dillashaw. You know, the more I think about it, the more I look at it, the more I listen to you guys. Dillashaw versus Garbrandt. It does feel like the fight that's going to happen next. As long as there's no super fight thrown in the mix, I think Dillashaw. I think you guys are right. Garbrandt, Dillashaw might be the one that goes. Take a look over here, pound for pound. Where's the Dominator? Drops to number 8. How about that shit? How about that shit? I have a question, guys. I got a question. Pound for pound list. Okay, I think we could all agree Demetrius Johnson. You know, there's no, what's his name? The fuck's his name? John Jones. Thank you. There's no John Jones in the mix. Demetrius Johnson right now. Okay, I can't argue the fact that he's pound for pound. Okay. The Notorious One has jumped to number 2.
Yes, sir.
That's right, Connor. Congratulations. Daniel Cormier 3, Aldo 4, Cody Garbrandt number 5. How about that? Okay. Do you think this is fair right now for Dominic Cruz to drop down to number 8 after he was number 2? I need to know right now. Do you think that Dominic Cruz should be number 8? If you do, hit 1. If you don't, hit 2. Okay. Dropping down to number 8. Holy shit. 1 yes, 2 no. Man, how about that? He went from number 2 to number 8. That is a slide and a fucking half. Mexican, I see you say.
Kidding.
Okay. All right. The Green Bay says MMA. What days are you broadcasting? Green Bay, thanks for asking. We do every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We do a weekly show. It's basically a chill hangout. We hang out. We talk to you guys. We have the chat flowing. We have sound effects going. We talk about the UFC, and we do it every Wednesday. Now, keep in mind, when there is a fight, when there is a pay-per-view especially, that's my bread and butter. We get the friends together. We get the scotch flowing. We do what's called a fight buddies. That's a good time. You can hang out with us then, too. What I'm thinking is doing another stream during the week. I'm trying to do 2 streams a week now. I want to do something else. So I'm brainstorming a little bit. So you're going to be seeing more of this beautiful face and beautiful tattoos and Wonder Boy and Weidman. You can see more of them. Okay. Abizaba says, hold on. Chris, why do you hate Caraway? Wow, a lot of people. Here we go. Thomas Brown asks, why are you hating on Caraway? Pissed he got Misha? All right, here's my thing with Brian Caraway. He's a dick. He's a dick. And I'm not the only one that hates him. All the fighters hate him and say he's a prick, he's a penis. I don't think Misha Tate's with him anymore. So that's out of the question. So I'm not hating on that. He just comes across as a prick. Now, as a fighter, the guy's been doing pretty good lately. He just seems like a whiner. He's just annoying. There's certain fighters that I just can't wrap my head around, and he's one of them. I don't know. He's just not a very likable guy. That's just how it is. You know, some people you like, some people you don't like. And Brian Caraway is he's not. No.
Wonderful, wonderful.
No. All right. Let's scroll through. Ever Fragasso. Okay, I don't think I've seen this name before. Welcome to the MMA-HOLES. TJ Dill is a snake, a little sneak. Ha ha ha. You know what? I wasn't a fan of TJ either, but he's winning me over. I like the way he's handling this whole situation. He's got this chip on his shoulder, and TJ's winning me over. Okay. Mexican says, Abba, Caraway fucked one of Chris's ex-girlfriends. Touchy subject. Yes, it's not wonderful. Fucking asshole. John Jones will always be my pound for pound, says Bryce Farmer. A lot of people feel that way. I mean, it's tough to argue. John Jones is a beast. I'm not the hugest John Jones supporter, but the way the dude fights, I mean, the guy is a beast, man. He's a beast for sure. Okay, Abizaba says Mexican didn't know that. You learn things here. Kidding, Mexican says, right? Yes.
Kidding.
There it is. My sound effects are all fucked up. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Kidding.
There it is. People say I need a producer. Fuck them. All right. Eddie Gone Bonker says 2. Says no. That's a no. Yeah, Cruz, he made that shit up. Okay. The Green Bay says, really? Bryce, mine too. John Jones, the shit, says Jimmy Powers. There's a lot of John Jones happening over here. Guys, he's a good fighter. Okay. Cody shouldn't be even be on the pound for pound list, says Bryce Farmer. I could put him on there. But, you know, that's what happens, man. You see these crazy wins over these champs, these legendary champs, and they just get jumped onto that list. Abazaba says, oh, LOL, thought you were serious. What's up, fellas? No, there's no serious here on the MMA-holes. We're called the MMA-holes, for God's sakes. Hell's Nomad is here. Hell's Nomad is...
Wonderful, wonderful.
What's up, fellas? Marlon says, number 2. All right, so we have no ones on that one. Yeah, weird how he jumped up so high on that list. It's bizarre, but he's there. He's high, like even ahead of Joanna. He did. I mean, they gave him a lot of credit for that. I think what's weirder is how Dominic Cruz just flew down to number 8. You're number 2 when you drop to number 8. I mean, really? You didn't get knocked out. You went 5 rounds. Do you think Ronda will be back? Will Ronda finally accept her loss as Hell's Nomad? Do I think Ronda will be back? Initially, I said no. After watching the fight, I was like, no fucking way is Ronda going to be back. But I think about it some more, and I still say no. No, I don't think. If I had to put money on it, I don't think Ronda will be back. Do I hope she'll be back? I hope she goes in a different direction. She leeches onto another camp, tries a new approach, and tries to make a comeback. I think it'd be a fun story. But if I was a betting man, which I am, I like to gamble, no. All right. Uh-oh, guys, I sip of coffee. Someone's here. We have a guest.
Hello, hello, hello.
That, my friend, is the Pigeon. If you guys are happy that the Pigeon's here, hit me with the ones. Hit me with the ones. If you're excited that the Pigeon's here, the Pigeon is here.
So what's going on?
Welcome, Jason, a.k.a. Pigeon. Now, Jason, how excited are you right now that we are over? Not only did we... So here, let me do a little backstory. If you guys missed our little stream on UFC 207 where we had a good time, we had some scotch, we hung out with friends, we had some beers, and we did 2 streams because the stream fell apart, but that's okay. We pulled it together, right, Jay?
You got it, brother.
So the Pigeon's here, and we said if we hit 325 subscribers, we would get the Pigeon dance. Not thinking we were going to hit it because we were at 293. We hit 325. And then on top of that, we said if we hit 350, we do a topless, shirtless Pigeon dance if we hit over 350. Now, it didn't happen when the Pigeon was there. So in fairness, I'll give him a pass. But I think the Pigeon should do something right now.
Nah, there'll be no Pigeon dancing tonight.
All right. Well, since you weren't there when it happened, I'll give you a pass. But the next time we do a fight, buddies, be prepared. Get those dancing shoes on, Pigeon.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. So, Pigeon, Jay, welcome to the broadcast. Now, the good thing that we have you here, because we were speaking about Ronda, we had a lot of Ronda talk. We were just finishing up about Cody Garbrandt, Dillashaw, all that fun stuff. But we're going to go back to Ronda real quick, just because I know how you love Ronda Rousey. And there was a shocking revelation after Ronda Rousey won. Okay. Lost. I'm sorry. After Ronda Rousey lost, there was a pause. Okay. You kind of looked down. Then you looked at the camera and you said something. You said you actually felt bad for Ronda. Now, a couple of days have passed. You've rethought about it. I need to know your feelings then and your feelings now. What's your feelings?
All right, retract that statement. I don't feel bad for her no more. The other girl's a douche. She shouldn't be gloating like that. Show some fucking pride. You beat her. I understand. She was jumping up and down before they raised their hand. Come on. You beat a woman who obviously, I don't know too much about her training, but her coach got to suck, man. Come on. It was either she was afraid before she started or the training was not there. Obviously, she's not a boxer. She fought 2 boxers and got destroyed. So when she got destroyed by Holly, you would think that she would be prepared much better than this. but obviously the training wasn't there, or she just isn't ready to fight. And you know, it is what it is. I'll see you in the WWE on Monday Night Raw.
So you credit this to the Edmund crew, the people behind her training and all that stuff? Do you think?
Yeah, they're terrible, man. They're terrible. And you know, I was reading a lot about evolving, right? How MMA changed so much. And maybe she's a one-trick pony, man. Look at all her wins. She dominated a lot of girls, most of them by submission, armbar. And then the last probably maybe 5 or 6 fights, she started beating girls up. But I don't think she went against some real competition, or she didn't go against some real boxers. And then when she met 2 boxers, she just got destroyed. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't even take them down. She's a grappler by trade, and she didn't try to take any of these girls down. So I just don't understand. So that falls back to the training.
Yeah, I think all fingers go in that direction. I agree with you. It's so weird to see how she just wasn't focused. She just didn't seem like the vintage Ronda Rousey. Like I said, it's fine that she lost. It's just how she lost. I just can't wrap my head around that whole thing. Do you think that Ronda Rousey will come back?
No, I don't think so. She's 30 years old now. You know, and then, you know, she always talked about having a kid, starting a family, whatever it is. So we should gonna stay away for another year. You know what I mean? She'll be over 30 years old. There's not, like Dana White said, she's loaded. She's a ton of money, and mentally she's not here. So she did what she did for the sport. That looks like a freaking chick.
So do you think this is gonna be my new avatar? So so you're thinking that that's it for Ronda Rousey?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't even know, what would a ranking be?
So right now she's dropped. Jay, I think it looks just like me. That's why I think I should leave this here. But
I'm actually afraid to look at that.
This will haunt your nightmares. This face. Yeah. All right, let me stop. I don't know what the fuck that is, but lucky you, Jay, you're gonna be sitting with us while that guy is fighting on UFC 208. So I hope you're pumped up about that.
I hope he gets his ass kicked. That's all I'm saying.
No matter what, we're gonna be rooting against him, right?
Absolutely.
Shit. Okay, so let's go to this fighter ranking because we were just in there. We're gonna bring you back, Jay. Check it out. Boom. Sorry. Here we go. Check it out. Ready? Here we go. There it is. Okay, let's present this to everybody. Pigeon, welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Everyone's happy that you're here. Now, we scoot down here. Okay. Amanda Nunez, ready? Shevchenko, Pena, Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey's number 4. Look at that shit.
What is that? Zangano's number 6?
Zangano is number 6, but
how is she number 6? She hasn't fought in 2 years.
Oh, you think she's too high? You're saying?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say she was too low, but yeah, I was gonna
No. What the hell is she doing at least at 6? Come on.
Well,
when was the last time she fought?
Yeah, you look at the people under her. There's not a stacked group under her. I gotta say, ahead of her though, there's a lot of interesting stuff that goes here, and the one that sticks out the most is Juliana Pena to me. Juliana Pena will have that belt by the end of 2017 for sure. She's gonna.
She's the one who just beat up Miesha Tate, right?
Juliana Pena, no. Raquel Pennington.
Oh, Pennington, that's it.
Yeah, she was the one that beat up Tate.
Yes.
Pena hasn't fought in a little bit. She's fighting soon, and she's going to be ready. She's actually very good friends with Tate. Juliana Pena will be up there for sure. I definitely see that coming. Real quick, I'm going to jump off of this real quick. Look at this. Would you just look at this? Pound for pound rankings, Jay. We were just talking about this before you came on. Demetrius Johnson, we know he's up top. Conor, the fucking McGregor, number 2. Right?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Conor too. And look at this. Look at this shit. Dominic Cruz went from number 2 to number 8. What do you think about that?
I don't understand. So you just lose your belt, and all of a sudden you fall all the way down like that?
It's insane. Number 2 to number 8. I don't know. Let's just look at this.
You know what's funny? How do they like calculate the standings?
And they roll a dice, and they're like, okay, this looks good. But he dropped 5 freaking spots. They have Cody Garbrandt at number 5. It says not ranked with an asterisk next to it. But yeah, he freaking jumped down to freaking number 8. I think that's a little bit of a slap in the face. I really do feel that's a slap.
Absolutely.
In the face. So, and it does lead you to believe that Dillashaw will be getting that rematch. You know, I'm starting to think of that more and more. If Cruz dropped that low, he might be chilling out for a little bit, and they're going to give Dillashaw the Cody rematch.
Chris, how many title defenses did Cruz have?
How many title defenses did he have? You got to remember, he was hurt. Hold on.
I know he was hurt.
So he had that brief stint. He's never lost, Jay. He's never lost. So hold on. Let's go like this. Well,
So that makes no sense. And he must have an issue with somebody that they dropped him down that low. How could you go from 1 to 8?
It's a nice hefty drop. Okay.
If you want to drop him, what do you drop him in the top 5, top 4? You know what I'm saying? How do you go to 8?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
That is wild, man. That really is wild. All right, here we go. We're gonna expand. This is the Dominator, Dominic Cruz, who looked like he was back. He was strong. That injury is gone, and here he is. Okay, so here we go. We got the loss to Garbrandt. We got the Faber. We know about that. We got the TJ Dillashaw. Went 5 rounds. We know about that. That was, that could have went either way. Dillashaw fought him pretty good there, but Dominic Cruz, I'm not upset with that win. Then this is the fight that was pretty cool against Mitsugashi. The first round where he just pummeled him when he came back from the injury. Look at this gap, man. 2011, he comes back in 2014 and pummels the shit out of Mitsugashi. He got hurt again, set him back, and then the Dillashaw fight happened. And let's see. Check out this record, man. Dude, the guy's got a fucking sick record. And not only does he have a sick record, he's fought obese. He's fought all animals. The only thing is, his career has been very long. Like, look at this. 2014, you had all the injuries. 2011, 2010. He goes.
I see that.
Wait, it is what it is. Dominic Cruz he has the resume over here. I'm just surprised that he dropped as low as he did. And
so think about it. He's number 8. How long is it before he gets another title shot? A year and a half?
No. He's pound. That's pound for pound. That's pound for pound.
Oh. I got you.
No, it's pound for pound. So no, he's still up there. He's still up top. He technically could get the rematch. It's very possible, but I don't think it's going to happen because TJ, it just seems like it's a better story right now. It just seems like that. So Jay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into the chat. We're going to see what the chat's doing right now because I feel like I missed the chat. Do you miss the chat, Jay?
Oh, I miss it.
All right. So Jesus Christ is here. He says, a mouse beat the king. What a F world. Yeah, could you believe that there's a mouse on top of a king right now? I mean, king being this guy. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Thomas Brown said, I could maybe see Cruz getting dropped that low in the rankings if he got knocked the fuck out in 5 seconds, but that's not the case. He should be 3 or 4. I think we agree with Thomas, right?
I agree. Again, the fight, Cody won, but he didn't destroy him by any means. It was a 5-round fight. It was a good fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight. It was a fun fight to watch. That was a lot of fun. Okay, B-Man Diaz got a title shot. Hold on. Jimmy Powers lost his last 4. Yeah, that's another thing too, Jay. Let's talk about this real 2 seconds. Got a little ADD right now. Nick Diaz turned down Robbie Lawler. He turned down the fight with Robbie Lawler. He wants a bigger money fight. Quick thoughts on that.
He's retarded. Dude, forget about him and McGregor. That's what you know what? I think Lawler kicked the shit out of him. That's what I think.
Well, Lawler did lose to him the first time. He did lose to him the first fight. But this is a different Robbie Lawler. You got to think this might be going a different way. Do you think it's too dangerous for Nick Diaz right now? I mean, you think he should just wait around and hopefully a title just falls into his lap? Like, it's bizarre.
I don't know. What makes him deserve to get a title shot? I get it. He beat Conor the first time. But that first time was bullshit. And then I think that's a good fight for him. First of all, how much money is he commanding now? Was he won $1 million a fight now?
Hold on. It's not Nate Diaz. It's Nick Diaz I'm talking about. Nick Diaz.
His brother.
Yeah, Pigeon. Come on.
yeah, I'm way out of it. I get confused. First of all, they're both assholes.
That's all right.
They're right there anyway. Yeah. Well, Nick hasn't fought. Like you said, I'm getting names all fucked up. Nick hasn't fought in a long time. When was the last time he fought? 2013?
He fought Anderson Silva not too long ago, but then he got suspended for weed.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. I see Mexican says Nick versus Wonder Boy would be sick as fuck. How about that? I'd fucking take that one. Nick Diaz versus Wonder Boy. Because here's the thing.
I think that's a dangerous fight for Wonder Boy.
I mean, when you got a Diaz brother fighting, it's always a dangerous fight. I guess you could say that.
Because, they're punches. So they sit there and punch and get their fucking heads broken.
You got to
they're like those guys. They don't fucking fall down.
You got to think Wonder Boy would pick him apart. Woodley is looking for that big fight. He's looking for that giant fight, that super fight. He's looking for the money. And I don't blame Woodley. He deserves the money right now. So it looks like the Woodley Wonder Boy thing looks like it's not going to happen. So where is the money going to be? Where's the money going to go for Woodley? Is he going to get the fight with McGregor? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine how much that fight would be?
It would be a home run, man. It'd be a home run. It'd be so much fun to watch.
Listen.
I mean, 3 belts, you have him prancing around like, oh, I'm going to go for the 3 belts. And that, that would be a lot of freaking fun.
Dude, he can't beat Woodley. Come on.
Oh, of course he can, right?
Come on.
Connor, could you beat Woodley?
Yes, sir.
There you go. You heard it from him, for God fucking sakes.
Come on.
You heard it. He fucking just told you. All right. So let's look at the chat real quick. Hey, Mexican, how old is Carrie? Okay. Green Bay. Jay, we have a Green Bay fan in the chat right now. He came over from ESPN chat. He is here. The Green Bay 345 is here. Could you tell him that the Giants going to beat them up?
Oh, let me think about that. Absolutely.
It's not a football show, but we like to talk a little trash. Marlon Lane says his belt came over WEC, defended it twice, stripped due to injuries. Dominic Cruz, I'm assuming she's talking about, won his first back, then fought Dillashaw and defended it once with Faber before he lost it last weekend. How about Marlon Lane? Spit in knowledge into the chat room. There you go, Jay. There's your answers. All your answers were answered in one little paragraph by Marlon. We got Ever Fragoso here saying, I'm just saying I want to see him fight. Green Bay, she's 33, but she loves younger studs. That's Carrie, like yourself. So Mexican's trying to hook up Carrie with a nice suitor in the chat. Oh, God. There we go. That's why we were going to see that rematch over any other ones. Okay, hold on. Let's try to catch up with everyone here. I think Diaz won when he fought Carlos. Guess that could go either way. Tyron I should say. I'm sorry. Tyron does throw that around too much. It's annoying. And Silva, Cruz, or Dillashaw. That's what the Green Bay says. What do you think? Cruz or Dillashaw? Who's getting the fight, Jay, against the Garbrandt?
I guess Dillashaw. That makes more sense, I guess. And now, the last couple of title shots when belts were changed, there hasn't been an immediate rematch. So I guess you would move them on. And I think Cody would beat TJ Dillashaw anyway. Cody's good, man. Cody's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how
he got a lot of power. He's fast.
You got to think that TJ Dillashaw is like a younger version of Dominic Cruz. Very similar style to Dominic Cruz. I think Dillashaw might even have a little more pop than Dominic Cruz. So it would be an interesting one to watch between the two of them, because now you got a younger version fighting Cody. But you have to give the edge to Garbrandt, man. The guy he's unbeatable. He's
good, man. He's good.
All right. So Jimmy Powers says, oh, yeah, Connor doesn't stand a chance against Tyron. So Jimmy Powers agrees with you.
The weight is so much. There's so much power behind those punches, man.
That's bullshit. Kind of calls bullshit on that one.
The greasy strangler. I call bullshit.
Oh, God.
You need that soundbite. I call bullshit.
Guys, if you are into movies, a little side note, watch The Greasy Strangler. It's going to be the best, an hour and 20 minutes of your life. Right, Jay? What do you think? The Greasy Strangler?
Let's put it this way. I don't think you're going to be disappointed.
Yep. Guys, if you have a nice date, you want to go on a romantic date, and you put your arm around him, you do the old yawn trick. You're like, honey, I got a little surprise for you. You pop in the greasy strangler. You put that in. It's the I'm putting in the VCR tape, Jay. That's the showing my age right there. But just hit the flicks, Netflix and chill. Throw in the greasy strangler. You're definitely gonna get laid, right, Jay?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I call bullshit on that one.
All right. So Thomas Brown says your love for Conor is clouding your vision, Chris. No, I see these things. I
definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that guy.
Listen, I did say that Conor was going to have a tough time with Alvarez. I really did believe that Conor was going to have a tough time with Alvarez, but I picked Conor anyway. And look what happened. He didn't have any tough time with Alvarez. He ran him over. Eddie Alvarez is no joke, and Conor made him look like a boom. But yeah, listen, Woodley's a bigger guy. Woodley's a wrestler too, on top of things. If you're going to break it down, but Conor is the best. Okay, here we go. Mexican says, I feel like Conor and Ronda fans aren't MMA fans for the most part. They are simply Conor and Ronda fans. Most of them. Does that make me sound douchey? A lot of people say that. A lot of people have a lot of hate for Conor and Ronda. But it is what it is. They've done a lot for the game. You know, whether you hate their shtick or like their shtick, it is what it is. I was a Conor McGregor fan since day one, before the UFC, Cage Warriors, all that fun stuff. So I've been riding his nut for a long, long time. And to see him at this point is like, there's been so many times where I would go to a barbecue or something like that. We would watch a fight and Conor's on the fucking prelims. And I'd be like, watch for this guy. And I'd be like, get the fuck out of here with this guy. This guy sucks.
Yeah. And I got to agree with you. I was one of those guys. You called them out from day one. So you're right there with that. That's your prodigy.
There you go. I gotta back this guy. What kind of sucks is you see the fans now, they jump on the bandwagon, they see what Conor does, and they're all Conor fans. So I could understand why people hate Conor. I totally get it. His shtick could get old to people. Totally understand it. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, we got to see how you lucked out with McGregor. You followed him from day one. But what about that new kid from Ireland? You've been calling him out too.
Paddy Pimblett. We got to get Paddy Pimblett on the show, man. This fucking guy, we got to get him on. We're going to get him on. I feel it.
You've been calling him out since day one too, so we got to see where he goes.
I don't get the same vibe though as I did with McGregor with Paddy Pimblett. He is a badass, you know. He has a cool story and everything like that. I don't get that same vibe. I think he's going to make some noise, but it's still too early to tell right now. Mexican says they remind me of a Skip Bayless talking MMA. How dare you put me in the category of Skip Bayless? Jesus Christ says, thanks, bro. I'm Greek. I don't get everything. Chris, you sound like a hipster right now with the Conor talk. Jimmy Power says.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Like you ate pizza before it was cool. I did. I see these things. It's like when you follow a band when you were a kid, Jay, and you follow a band and then they become mainstream and everyone's like, oh, I saw them when they were playing at the CBGBs and all that fun stuff. That's me and Conor.
It's like me following the Mets. I'm waiting for them to come mainstream.
The Mets haven't really gotten there yet. Thomas Brown says, I like Conor, but these people who think he can beat anyone is a little far-fetched. I love saying Conor McGregor is going to beat Mayweather. I love saying Conor McGregor is going to beat
no shot.
Anybody.
No shot. Your vision is clouded, my friend.
You know why? Because chances are he's going to lose. But by me saying
he's going to lose.
But by me saying he's going to win, by that small chance he does win, I will gloat endlessly with my scotch. I will gloat. Oh, you know what? I just remembered something. Jay, hang in there. So there was a gentleman that reached out on Twitter, another podcast. I said I was going to send him a link. Let me do that right now before I forget. All right, I'm going to send him a link called the MMA Dude Bro Podcast. He reached out on Twitter. I'm going to send him on the Hangouts. See if he wants to jump in. I almost forgot about him. Let's check out the chat, guys. Let's check out the chat. Jay, you ready for
Chris,
the chat?
give me 2 minutes. I'm going to get right back to you. Let me just finish this. I get right back to you.
All right. When you're done beating me,
finish my PowerPoint. I'll get right back to you.
Your power bar?
My PowerPoint for work.
Oh, okay. Get it done. Get it done.
I'll get right back to you.
Cool. Sipping on the water, guys. Okay. I need to know right now in the chat. I need to know how many of you guys were here on a Friday show, the Fight Buddies. Hit me with the ones. I need to know if you were here hanging with the MMA holes. Okay. Exactly. In what world is he going to beat Mayweather? Like, for real. In a grappling match, Conor would win for sure, not boxing, says Jimmy Powers. Eva Fragoso says, I hate that now. It's all about pay-per-view and shit. Watch in 10 years. It's going to turn into boxing. Yeah, you know what? It could go in that direction. I mean, the circus is just going to get crazier as the money pours in. And with these new owners, it's going to be interesting to see how this all turns out. I don't like the direction with these new owners. They just look like they want to hit the big bucks. They want to get the big paydays, putting the Paige Van Zants on top of cards and stuff like that just to sell tickets and get ratings. So it looks like it's going in that direction. If you're not into that stuff, brace yourself. It's just going to get worse. Okay, I hate MMA quick hits. I don't understand how he is able to speak with Conor's nuts gargling in his throat 24/7. MMA quick hits. I still have to watch this guy. I haven't really paid attention. I don't pay attention to much. I do like Joe Rogan. I do spam Luke Thomas and Ariel Helwani. I do that, but I don't listen to quick hits. I don't know. I don't think it's my cup of tea. I wish MMA quick hits would have a stroke. That's harsh, Jimmy Powers.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Fake laugh, says Mexican. Jimmy Powers, let's all go troll his page. Fucking douchebag, that guy. If you want to do it, Jimmy Powers, I'm all down for trolling. I'm always down for a good troll. Okay. I make tons of bad comments, but I never check to see if he does, says Jimmy Powers. Everfrag Gozo was there on a Fight Buddies with a 1. Thank you for coming back. And thank you for hanging out with the MMA holes. Mexican says MMA quick hits is not a credible source. He is totally biased. You guys are making me want to listen to this guy now. Is he really that bad? Is he really that bad? Does he do a live show? I don't know if he does a live show or if he just throws up YouTube videos. Never really paid attention. MMA quick hits isn't MMA reporter. He just speaks his mind. Okay, that's what Jesus Christ says. Jimmy Powers says, oh, for sure he is. I just feel this show should be bigger than his. Guy is a clickbait typing fag, says Jimmy Powers. Right?
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is MMA quick hits?
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's what I want to know, because I honestly don't know who the fuck he is. But apparently he's bigger than his show. Not for long, motherfucker. 2017 is going to be a biggie. All right. Thomas Brown says, I only watch Ariel's channel on and the MMA holes. Thomas Brown, you are
wonderful.
Wow, John, you're skipping on me.
Wonderful.
Oh,
wonderful, wonderful.
There he is. There he is. Thomas Brown, thank you. And Luke Thomas, can't forget him. Yeah, you know what's funny? Luke Thomas, as much as I joke around about Luke Thomas, I'm not down with his personality. But I do listen to his show. I do watch his show. I don't hate. Hate is a strong word. He's a knowledgeable guy. So I like to go there and hang out and say stupid things, but I don't really pay attention. He's a downer. He's a Debbie Downer. Jimmy Powers says, it's not even a cup of shit. Fuck MMA quick hits. It's not even a cup of shit. Oh, that's good. That's good. Connie, you like that one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Connie likes that one. Jesus Christ says, Max, I requested him to make the video Conor say, Jesus, I love you. That's what Jesus Christ says. Ever Fragoso says, Jimmy Powers is your father, Austin Powers. Right? Jesus Christ has a smushy smiley face. Jimmy Powers says, Austin is my father. Yes, it's true. How about that? His family in here. That dude is a bitch, says Fragoso. Jimmy Powers' mother is a lot of vagina. Little Austin Powers joking. Fook Luke Thomas. That's right. Guys, if you hate Luke Thomas, if you want to spam Luke Thomas, let me know in the chat. Ones. Fuck Luke Thomas. And let me get it. Here we go. Let's start it out. Ready? Hashtag fuck Luke Thomas, everybody. Fuck Luke Thomas. Fuck Luke Thomas. Fuck Luke Thomas. Eventually, he's going to catch on to that. He did retweet one of my things. I did a crying Jordan face, and he did retweet that, so we're on his radar. Mexican says, I only hate Luke Thomas because I believe his beard is CGI. It's not real, says Mexican. Jimmy Power says, me and Luke Thomas used to do a bunch of come together with Gabriel Morency. Thomas Brown says, the big brown beard can be all right, too. I like Schaub. Schaub's not a bad guy. I don't listen. Was it The Fighter and the Kid? I don't really listen to that either. I should listen to more podcasts, but I feel if I listen to these other podcasts, I feel I'll be biased. I feel like I'll follow in their footsteps. I kind of want to be different. I kind of want to be more free form, talk to you guys, hang out, bullshit about MMA and the UFC. That's why I'm here. Okay, Green Bay plus carry equals a heart. There we go. Green Bay loves carry. How about that? Ones, fuck Luke Thomas. Green Bay, yo, Pigeon. Go Yapkeys. All right. Jesus Christ says, Mex, you look like the Greek god Zeus or Poseidon with that rich beard. Mexican's grown that thick-ass beard. How about that, man? Mexican's got that thing strong. Good beard by Mexican. Good beard. All right, I got an interaction over here. Hold on 1 second. All right. Got shit going on. Get shit going on. How about that shit? Tammy Fair, thanks for the retweets. You're wonderful, wonderful. All right. Got the horns. Mexican dropping the horns. Okay. Ever Fragoso says Aldo versus Conor at 155. Aldo cry like baby, right, Conor?
Yes, sir.
Aldo and Conor are never fighting again. You could just scratch that off the list. That's never going to happen again. Jimmy Power says, I seen MMA-holes trolling Luke Thomas the other day. Was hilarious. Was that you personally, Chris? Unfortunately, yes. That was me. I get a kick out of Luke Thomas thing. I really do. Because he doesn't read the fucking comments. So it's just like, what the fuck is the point? Here's my thing. Joe Rogan has, when he does his podcast and he has it simulcasting onto YouTube and everything like that, he doesn't have the live chat going. He just completely disregards the live chat. And it's cool, man. You don't pay attention to it. Don't have it going. Luke Thomas has the live chat going. What the fuck is the point of it? Like, you don't even talk to the people in the chat. Like, I don't understand. I can't wrap my head around that. The reason why the live chat is here so we could fucking hang out with you guys and talk to you guys about UFC, man. Luke Thomas, talk to your fucking live twat. Luke Thomas, talk to your live twat, please. I mean, pay attention to it. Every once in a while, you don't have to fucking constantly read it, but just every once in a blue moon, just stumble across your live chat. Hey, read a couple of comments and then bounce. That's cool. You could go to your Twitter, you could go to your live twat, and you could do whatever you want. But I'm fucking losing it. But seriously, Luke Thomas, just do that. Just do it. All right. I can't stand Brian Callen, though. I concur. Thomas, yeah, his breakdowns are pretty good. Can't lie. I think we're talking about Luke Thomas. Yeah, Luke Thomas is super knowledgeable. He is. As much as it kills me and it pains me to say it, Luke Thomas is very knowledgeable, man. The guy, he's good. He's a good show. He really is. It's just that monotone with that fucking big bottom lip just flapping around. It's very distracting and depressing. I'm going to slip my wrist every time I watch Luke Thomas. Yet I watch every single time. All right. Ever Fragoso says, yeah, me either, or Brendan, he annoying his ass. The thing with Brendan Schaub is it doesn't seem like there's much between the ears with Brendan Schaub. Like, I don't know. He seems like a cool dude. He's like a really cool dude, but it just seems like he's kind of like that typical jock, and there's not much going on there. I think, I guess him with other people when he's on with Joe Rogan or he's got that other comedian that he's with could work. I'm sure it does work. But Joe Rogan's the shit. I like Joe Rogan. He's cool. Because Joe Rogan will talk about anything. He'll be like, yeah, man, you see that fucking tree over there? It's green. You know why it's green? Because when Jesus came down and did, like, he just starts talking about the weirdest shit, and like you just want to fucking smoke a blunt and just chill with him. I mean, wouldn't you want to hang out with Joe Rogan? He just seems like a blast to hang out with. Just fucking throwing weights around, doing steroids, smoking pot. Guys, if you want to hang out with Joe Rogan, hit me with the ones. Same with the Ariel show. The chat is a shit show. Yeah, Thomas Brown, the Ariel show. But I just don't understand why I have the chat going. I mean, it's hilarious for us. We get to just talk about the dumbest shit. But it's a disaster. It really is. The live chats in these shows are just a fucking disaster. Imagine if Ariel just sat and just bullshitted with the chat. It would be the shit. I know his shit would be flying a lot faster than mine, but it'd be a lot of fun to watch, man. You know? He picks out a couple of comments, reads some comments, has a little fun. Ariel Helwani is nicer than me with fighters. Ariel Helwani is a snake. The shit when he did you guys see when Ariel Helwani set up the interview? He had Tony Ferguson on the call, which was great. Good interview, great interview. Tony Ferguson, I don't know, man. We'll talk about that in a second too. But Tony Ferguson was on the call, and then he had Khabib lurking in the background, strategically placing them together. Ferguson wanted no part of it. But Ariel Helwani is the shit, man. He's the shit. All right. Green Bay says Ronda or Nunez. I think we know what happened with that one. Tony versus the Eagle will be badass. I cannot wait to fucking see that fight. Chris, no, I was talking about Brendan Schaub fight breakdowns. Yeah, he knows his shit. Schaub knows his shit, but like I said, that airheadness about him, like that whole like jock, that bro like talk. He's cool, like when he's like he's the other guy on a show. It's totally cool listening to his stories and stuff like that. But I think to carry a show, I can't really listen to him very long. Fuck yeah, I can't wait for that fight. Agree. A lot of people on the same page. All right, so you guys did see that interview. We already seen Khabib staggered by Johnson. Khabib's stand-up game is suspect. So can he withstand the barrage of Ferguson? Ferguson is pretty confident about that one. Tell everyone Khabib is GSP 2.0. Nobody agree with me, though. I see what you're saying. I totally see what you're saying. The only thing I think is a little bit better about Khabib is his shit talk. I like the attitude that Khabib has. He brings a little more juice for me. George St. Pierre was very robotic. He had that big following and everything like that and that great record, but he kind of bored me. I mean, maybe I'm in the minority, but St. Pierre bored me. Joe Rogan talks about anything but 70% are bullshits. Sometime he has Brian of a 10. Wait, hold on. Let me scroll down. Sometimes he has the brain of a 10-year-old that believes what they show him. He goes off in tangents, Jesus Christ. Ever Fargoso, Misa Oz in the house. Where are you fucking fuckers from? That's what Ever Fargoso wants to know. Let him know. I'm from New York, if you couldn't tell by my beautiful accent. My wonderful, wonderful accent, right?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Queens, New York. All right. Jimmy Powers says, I do for sure. His fights are all ground control. How can you not agree with that statement? He's going back to the St. Pierre versus Khabib comparison. JRE is bro science 50. Southern Cali's where Mexicans from. Jesus Christ is Mex. Yeah, fake NASA science shit. Yeah. Cody Smith wants to know my thoughts on the heavyweights. You ask and you receive. Cody, welcome to the show. Let's check it out. Right now, we are the MMA-HOLES live. We're an hour and a half in. We talked a little UFC 207, a little UFC 208. And now, what I'm going to do is, if I could pull it up, wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. I'm going to pull it up for you now. Here we go. All right. Everybody relax. Everybody fucking relax. That guy's going to haunt your dreams tonight. Tonight, he haunts your dreams. Okay, let's go. UFC rankings. Check it out, guys. We're going to the rankings. Yes. All right. So, you know what? Let me just do this. Pound. Just do that. Pound for pound, guys. All right. So we're going to talk about the heavier weights. I have my thoughts. I don't have many thoughts on the heavyweights. I really don't, because I'm not sold on the heavyweight division. I'm not sold on the light heavyweight division, but let's brush upon it because no one really talks about it much lately. All right. There's a lot missing over here. Stipe Miocic, to me, is a fucking badass. I love the way he is as a champ right now. Love the way he fights. I like his style. I like his swag. I just like everything about him. He's a good story, Stipe, and the guy could fucking fight. He's a lot of fun to watch. Now, Fabricio Verdum, down the list, nothing sticks out. Nothing stands out with me. This division needs something. It needs a jolt. With Cain Velasquez not being able to stay healthy, what do you have here? Like, really, like, what the fuck do you have in this division? There's nothing. There's nothing that leaps out. I'm really hoping that someone could jump up, perhaps Derek Lewis. Huh? Give me the Derek Lewis. Is this the year of Derek Lewis? Will the Black Beast prevail? Out of these guys here, I want to see him make a run. I really do. I love his style. I just like the way he fights. He doesn't give a fuck. Derek Lewis might be the guy to look out for in this one. Could never count out Alistair Overeem. He hung in there with Stipe. Stipe wound up finishing the deal, but Alistair Overeem almost got that W over Miocic. He had him tight, not tight enough. Stipe holds on. So you could, if you look over here, okay, Verdum is Verdum. He's still hanging around. He's getting a little bit older now. I mean, how much longer we got with this guy? I don't think he's going to be able to beat Stipe. I really don't. He lost once. I don't know if he's going to win again. Looking down, Cain, you could take him out of the picture. Alistair, keep an eye out for him. Dos Anjos, does he have another run in him? I'm not sold. I'm not totally sold yet. Ben Rothwell, nope. Mark Hunt, love you, but not that much. Arlovsky, nope. Derek Lewis is my guy. If you're going to look into this division right now and within the top 15, I say watch out for the Black Beast. I think he's going to have a good 2017. That's what I'm thinking about the heavyweights. What do you guys think about the heavyweights? I mean, Stipe is going to hold on to that puppy. He's going to hold on to that puppy for a little bit. But I say watch out for the Black Beast. Other than Stipe Miocic, who do you think, guys, is going to be the one that's going to be up there in the heavyweights? Who do you guys have? Let me know. I want to know. Let me know. I want to know now. Nice and relaxed. I'm back. All right, chat. I'm back. Let's hang out. Green Bay says Conor or Diaz. Well, we saw 2 fights. It was split. Let's see a third. Stipe is the pride of Cleveland after LeBron, says Jimmy Powers. Stipe is awesome. He's a good story for Cleveland. Miocic, okay, is a great champ, says K-Money. K-Money, you are.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I like Stipe, man. Good stuff. Ronda versus my mom. My mom will chocolate her ass to death. I'm thinking you're saying choke, but you said chocolate instead. It says Eva Fragoso. I like that name, Fragoso. Thomas Brown says, God damn, that light heavyweight division weak as fuck. Thomas Brown, dude, the heavyweight and the lightweight division looks weak as fuck. We need some action there. K-Money says, the Black Beast is my boy. I agree, and so does Conor.
Yes, sir.
K-Money, I heard Canadian pussy is super cold. That's from Jimmy Powers. Is that true? K-Money, I need to know if that's true. Guys, you're killing it with the views, man. We're hanging strong with these views. Thanks for watching the MMA-holes. I'm just hanging out talking to you guys in the chat. We're talking MMA, UFC, fucking belting out muscles and tattoos. We got cool UFC. We got Chris Weidman and Steven Wonderboy Thompson hanging out in the back. I dropped a link for... Hold on. Oh, I see Marlon. I missed the message. Listening. So Marlon says, listening to the podcast on my headphones. Co-workers are here, so not yet. No worries. Let's see. No worries. I know that message was at 9:19. I'm a little late to that message. That's for Marlon. Okay. Thomas Brown says, God damn, that light heavyweight division was weak as fuck. We saw that. Let's keep going. How is Shogun still ranked? I don't know, man. I guess you got to look at his track record. You got to look at what he has done, but he is still there. That shows you how weak the division is. He's the best. K-Money, you like black? And you're a what wrong podcast, bro? Thomas Brown says, nah, I'm from Toronto. It ain't cold. Trust me, says Thomas Brown. Mexican says, I feel like Mark Hunt is going to come back strong. Mark, I hope he does. I hope he does, man. Who doesn't like Mark Hunt, man? Who doesn't like him? I hope Mark Hunt does come back strong. 40-some-odd years old, badass, fucking heavy hands. Got to root for a guy like that, right? Thomas Brown, how about those Leafs? Jimmy Power says. The trolls are out, K-Money. I hate the leaves. Always have, says Thomas Brown. Jimmy Powers, you're from Toronto. Canada in the house. Represent Canada. Represent. All right. Who's your hockey team, says Jimmy Powers. Jimmy Powers, my hockey team is the Nuevo York Rangers. We could put out some good points, and we could also give up some good points. Okay. Is Fragoso Portuguese? That's a good question. What do you forgot? Fragoso, let us know. Thomas Brown says Chicago, Chi-Town. The Green Bay says Boston. Wait, the Green Bay, you from Boston? Is that the truth? How about that? Fragoso, Chancia is a shoe. What the fuck? Mexican, says Fragoso. Okay, you're Mexican. We have two Mexicans. Viva Mexico, Mexican says. Your family's here. Watch out for that Donald Trump. He's a pesky one. Okay, so Cody Smith says, do you think that Jones will return to heavyweight? Good question. I want him to come to heavyweight. I really do. I kind of feel it when Jones comes back. I'm saying when he does. When he does, Jones is going to come back. I do want to see him at heavyweight. I do want to see that. Do I want to see him fight Cormier again? Of course. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Come to heavyweight and see what you can do over there. That would spike that division. Imagine Stipe Jones. Fuck. Who would not want to see that? Who would not want to see that? Jimmy Power says, oh, really? I have a friend, Angelo Fragoso. He's from Portugal. That's what Jimmy Power says. Cody Smith says, who will replace Mike Goldberg? Hopefully me. Right, Connor?
Yes,
sir. He's stuttering. Todd Grisham is in the seat. He's not the replacement, but he's the guy. You got to think they're testing him out, right? He's going to be doing some fight nights. I don't know much about Todd Grisham. I even have to look over here. I have no fucking idea who the guy is. Apparently, he's done some WWE and he's done some ESPN work. He's been around for a little while. He's seasoned as a broadcaster. So I'm sure he's good. I'd like to hear him. Like to see how he sounds. I'm going to miss Goldberg. Boss Rudin, please not Jim Rohn, says Cody Smith. Everybody's scared of Hunt. How could you not be? The hands of steel at Hunt. Diaz or Connor, says Green Bay. You asked that already. Cody for real? At Cody for real? Okay. Mexican says, it got announced. Okay, fuck you. Then Fragoso says Jimmy Powers. Why? Okay. Hey, here we go. Hakor Kawa is here. Wonderboy is probably fighting Woodley. Do you think first of all, I don't think he's going to fight Woodley right yet. I really don't. I hope he does. I hope we do see that rematch. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm going to continue the question. He says, do you think Wonderboy can take it home? What can he change this time? That's what Hakar Kawa. Welcome to the chat. Hakar, if I'm saying that right, I hope I am. Steven? Steven's over here. There he is. He's looking at you. There's Steven. He's staring at all of you. Steven Thompson's over there. Steven, do you think that you're going to take down Woodley this time? Yes. That was Steven Thompson. He said yes. If they were to fight again, I do think it's going to be a way different fight on both ends. I think you're going to see a way different fight. Do I think Thompson could pull it off? Yeah, I do. I do think Thompson can pull it off. I think Woodley's going to fight a way different fight. I think he's going to go hard with that takedown, work that ground game, and try to smother Thompson, which he should have done a little bit more of. But at the same time, Wonderboy's going to keep using that distance, strike, move, be fast, use that speed, work that body. I do think Wonderboy could take it away. I really could. But it's tough to break down the fight right yet because I don't know if it's going to happen right now. I don't think it's going to. The Green Bay says, no, from South Carolina. Okay, so Green Bay's from South Carolina. Represent from South Carolina. All right. Jimmy Power says, why should I run for your president? You trying to insult me so you can fuck yourself? As a Jimmy Power says. You don't like Mexicans, Jimmy. All right. They're talking about Mexicans. Sal Zamora says, do you think Justin Gaethje goes to the UFC? That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know who Justin Gaethje is. Let's check him out. Let's get some knowledge on this one. Justin, let's check him out. Justin. And speaking of Justin, we're going to talk about Justin Sumter, our friend, in a second. Was this Gaeth? There he is. Justin Gaethje. Okay, guys, let's check him out. This is what we're gonna do. We have a question in the chat. Do we think he's gonna come to the UFC? Let's look, because that's what we do. We take you on adventures. We take you on journeys. There it is. Present to everybody. Welcome to the MMA Holes Live. You're doing a Wednesday night show with Chris. That's me. Here he is, Justin Gaethje, 28 years old, 17 wins. Look at this guy. How about that shit? World Series of Fighting. Wow, my man looks pretty impressive, huh? Lots of wins. Holy shit. How did I not see this dude? Wow, this guy he's pretty impressive. How is he not in Bellator or UFC? He's 28 years old and he's running through people. How about that shit? Wow, man. Looking at this record, I would say yes. I was like, yeah, man, bring this guy in. Holy shit. How about that? Yes, bring him in. Bring him in. Justin Sumter, by the way, old friend of the MMA-HOLE show. You've seen previous shows. He's been on twice with us. A good friend of the MMA-HOLEs. Justin Sumter has a fight. And I'm going to show you right now. If you guys know Justin Sumter from the MMA-HOLEs, you guys are wonderful, wonderful. All right. Here we go. Let's go to the Facebooks, because that's where I have it. No, I have it on the Twitters. On the Twitterverse. Justin Sumter. All right, searching Twitter. Justin Fort Sumter. All righty. So my man Justin Sumter has a fight. He's locked up with a fight. MMA-HOLEs. How excited are you about this? Our good friend Justin Sumter. How about that? Has locked up a deal, a fight. Follow Justin Sumter. Do it right now. Take a second out of your day and follow our buddy Justin Sumter, the Fort. He's a good man, and he is an MMA-HOLE. It's official. March 11th, guys. Check it out in Agawam, Massachusetts. Hanging 10. Justin Sumter, the Fort, has a fight. There it is. Sorry, this page is not available. Is that a dead link? Come on. You're killing me. Why is this link not working? Justin. What happened? What the fuck happened? All right. I'm going to pull that up for you guys so you can see it, but it's not here. I don't know why that link is not working. But Justin Sumter has a fight, guys. How about that shit? Justin the Fort Sumter. Keep that date available, March 11th. What I want to do is have the MMA-HOLEs bombard that arena and follow Justin Sumter to victory. Let's see. Let's do this. Instagram. All right. I'm going to take you guys to Instagram right now. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for the likes. I enjoy this. I like having fun with you guys. You guys are wonderful, wonderful. Everybody is wonderful, wonderful. Okay, we're going to the gram. All right, guys, here we go. Let's just try this again. That's what we do here on this Wednesday night. Viewing strong. Thank you for viewing us. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I don't actually love you guys, but you guys are okay. All right, check it out. There he is, the Fort. There he is, Justin the Fort Sumter. It's like looking in a mirror. March 11th, check it out. Premier Fighting Championship, guys. Number 22. Justin Sumter has his fight on March 11th. This is the rise of the Fort. If you're unfamiliar with the Fort, check out his YouTube highlights. My man puts people away quick. He's an up-and-comer fighter, and you've seen him here first on the MMA-HOLE, so you could thank me afterwards. But check him out. There he is, Justin the Fort Sumter. Are you guys going to watch his fight? Are you guys going to buy tickets? Are you guys going to watch the MMA-HOLEs? Let me know. Yes. Back to the chat. Back to the chat. Back to the chat. Okay. Oh, nice. If you ever come to Arizona, maybe we can go out. Oh, Marlon is back. Mexican. I did too. I felt he could have done more. I think the takedowns from his kick in the first round made him hesitant. I think we're talking about Wonder Boy. Marlon Lane, are you single? Green Bay putting on the charm. Mexican, back off, homie. I like how Marlon just brushes it off. Just goes, laugh out loud, flattered by all your comments. Mexican says, at Ever, you tripping, compa. If I was here before you and we were after you. Oh, man, you guys are great. Do you like the fact that UFC is using interim titles to justify more pay-per-view title fights? Cody Smith says, I say no. I do not like that. The interim titles are bullshit. I don't think we needed that one with the Pettis fight in Holloway. That one was a clown circus act. I was totally fine with the fight as is. And look what happened. Pettis missed weight. It was a joke. It worked out well for the UFC, but I think it's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Right, Connor?
Yes, sir.
Ever Fragoso says, agree way, you too, bro. You don't see me talking to the lady. Stepping on my toes, guys. Marlon says, yes, sir. Okay, Green Bay, you're welcome. It's your birthday. Can Risen turn into the new Pride? I've heard that before on the last one. I hope so. I would like to. Come on. Who would want to see Pride again? It was a shit Pride. Marlon Lane says, well, it was yesterday, but thank you. Every day's Marlon's birthday. At Ever, if you want to keep your toes. Mexicans, he's dropping. Listen, don't fuck with Mexican, all right? All right, Green Bay is single. There we go. Now we know Green Bay is single and he's ready to mingle. Thomas Brown says, what about Crow Cop winning that Grand Prix? That's what Thomas Brown says. Crow Cop still in the news. How about that shit? Jimmy Power says, why is it so over so soon? What the fuck, Chris? My girlfriend is, oh, wait, hold on. Jimmy Power says, my girlfriend is and at me today. Now I got to listen to her bitch. Don't listen to her bitch. Take a stand, Jimmy. Listen to the MMA-holes. We give great advice. Cody Smith says, Risen Grand Prix fight format. Risen Grand Prix fight format? Question mark. I don't know how that one's going to work out. I'm really not sure how it's going to work out. If we get anything like Pride, please, I'm in. I'm above and beyond in. And Connor's in too.
Yes, sir.
Marlon, are you looking for a boyfriend? Green Bay. Look at Green Bay. So, guys, I ran into Green Bay and the ESPN chat. I don't even know. I think Skip Bayless was actually in that fucking live YouTube thing. Green Bay was there. Green Bay is an MMA-hole looking for love. And he's attacking Marlon. Ever Fragoso, we're bored him today. You think they're going to let Matt Brown go? 2016 was not a good year for him. I think if he loses against the Black Beast, you never know. How about Matt Brown calling out MVP? There's rumors online that Matt Brown called out MVP because MVP was making fun of Ronda Rousey, which is a little ridiculous. A little bit of a size difference. Matt Brown in Bellator by the end of 2017. I don't think Matt Brown's career with the UFC is much longer if he keeps losing the way he's losing. Okay, Cody versus Dillashaw. Who wins? Right now, Cody versus Dillashaw. K-Money wants to know who the fuck wins. If I have to say it right now, I have to go with Cody. Have to do it. But it will change. If the fight is coming up and we break it down, it can very much change. But right now, balls to the wall, gun to the head. I'm saying Cody wins. Marlon says, Green Bay, no, not really. According to Chris, he's waiting for my wedding to Wonder Boy. That's right, guys. I'm sorry. Marlon's taken. She has Wonder Boy. And we're all going to the wedding. We're all invited. We're all going to be in the wedding party. So MMA-holes unite. We're all going to Marlon's wedding party with Marlon Thompson, right? Marlon Thompson. That sounds nice. The Green Bay 345, Marlon looking for a Noi friend. I'm not sure what a Noi friend is. Is it a little bit better than a boyfriend? Let me know. Thomas Brown, I don't think so. He has losses against some legit guys. He can still beat a lot of guys in that division. Talking about Matt Brown. You know, I mean, he's been on a slide, man. Dump Edmund, Matt Brown. Dump Edmund. Ronda is what's keeping Matt Brown on the roster. Let's be honest. You know what, Mexican? That's a good fucking point. That is a good fucking point. The Green Bay. What does that mean, Marlon? Okay. Gabby Garcia is grandma. Says Cody Smith. Jimmy Power says Travis Brown has to drop Edmund. We all could concur with that one.
Yes, sir.
Connor agrees. Cody, dude, yes. Risen got something special going. Yeah, imagine. It competes. I tell you what, we need something else to pop up and be strong and successful. Maybe Risen will be the thing. We shall see. Okay. Cruz or Connor, of course. Connor, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fuck that puto Mexican. What? Where is Carrie? I don't know. Carrie? I don't know. Where is Carrie? Hashtag where is Carrie? Carrie, where the fuck are you? Carrie's not here. I don't know. And our cut boys aren't here, but you guys are here hanging out with the MMA holes. The Green Bay says, what does puto mean? Marlon, good point. Travis was definitely a better fighter with Alliance. I concur. Ninjas with the letter E as an avatar always talk the most shit. That's what Mexican says. And just so happens that Fragoso has the E, a pinky or purple. It looks like a lavender E. What's up with Carlos Condit? Right before this stream, I actually just rewatched the Condit versus Lola fight. That fight was sick. You guys, watch that again. It was good the first time. It was better the second time. I still think Condit won that fight, but that's just me. Marlon is way better with an Alliance, says Jimmy Powers. Green Bay says Marlon is that a no. He's resilient, that Green Bay. Cruz or Diaz? Come on, Green Bay. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop that. Okay, Jimmy Powers says, hey, Mex, are you black or what? Jimmy Powers is just one of those white kids that think it's cool too. All right. Fragoso says, you seem that dance is the funny. Do the Ronda. What? You seem that dance is funny. Do the Ronda. Jimmy Powers wants me to do the N-word.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Mexican is Mexican from Compton. Are you from Compton? I don't know. Are you? Okay, a good fight will be Cody versus Aldo. That would be a good fight. I would like to watch that one. That'd be a fun fight to watch. Marlon says, haha, not looking. Cody has the size to go up to 145. Yes, Al. Guys, Cody versus Aldo. I would take that. I would take that fight. Now, you know Aldo can't go down anymore, so Cody would have to go up. 2-belt champ at 145. That puts a monkey wrench in that whole situation, right? Mexican was born in Mexico. Marlon just rejected me, says Green Bay. Hey, listen, it happens to the best of us. You just got to play the law of averages. Eventually, you'll fall in love with the right person. Like Wonder Boy. All right. Guadalajara says Mexican. Green Bay, sorry. Jimmy, I can't tell you if you're being sarcastic. Why is the word for yellow and the word for armadillo so close? It's a good question, Jimmy Powers. K-Money says, will Nick or Nate fight again? Yes. I think, well, we're going to see Nate before Nick. No, Nick before Nate, we're going to see. That's what I'm saying. Nick before Nate. I'm thinking Nick GSP is what he's waiting for. I think that's going to happen. Green Bay 345 says, it's okay. A lot of smushy, sad faces. Green Bay, don't worry. Don't worry. Hang out with the MMA holes. We'll set you up with someone nice. Okay. Fragoso says, hey, hearing you speak Spanish is funny. It is funny. I do my best Espanol. No hablo Espanol. I look Spanish, right? I could pass for Espanol. All right. I'm not being sarcastic. Robbie got offered Nick, but he turned it down. Nick turned down Robbie is word on the street. Nick turned down Robbie. It's weird because right now, if you're looking for a title shot, that's your best opportunity to get it. It's just dangerous, you know? So maybe he doesn't even give a fuck about the title. Maybe he just wants a big, big money fight. So maybe he is hanging out waiting for a GSP, or if a title shot falls in his lap, someone last minute gets hurt, maybe Nick Diaz slides right in. Diaz or Connor, come on. Green Bay, come on. Give me another matchup. Because you know it's Connor all day. The Lola versus Condit was sick fight. I agree. I think he should have won too. Yeah, Condit won that fight. Both times watched it. Both times saw Condit won that fight. But it was fucking good, man. Really, really good fight. Great fight. Cody can do 145 for sure. I think we all concur on that.
Yes, sir.
He would go. He said he would go comfortably to 155. You know what? Cody probably could. I definitely think he's undersized though for 155. I think that's going up too much. That's like McGregor at 170. It's the same deal. Cody doesn't belong at 155. Fragoso says, your mom is pound for pound. Marlon, yep, 2 majestic fights this year. Robbie versus Lawler. Robbie versus Lola. Condit versus Lola. Choi versus Swanson were epic. The McGregor Diaz's were epic. There was so many good fights, man. 2016 was a good year, man. It was a good fucking year, man. Your mom is pound for pound at making pound cakes, says Jimmy Powers. Marlon Lance is Mexican. Oh my God, yes. Just watched the Choi versus Swanson again. Fight again this weekend. Epic. That fight was cool. Do you think, guys, that Choi won any of the rounds in that fight? That's been a debate. I do feel Choi won at least one round in that fight. But let me know what you guys think. Jimmy Powers says, I heard Ariel Hawani has Asian boys in his basement. Just saying. Jimmy Powers, is that a reliable source you heard that from? Oh, God. Oh, man. Mexican says, I watched it like 7 times. I'm going to show it to all my Mexican babies when they get off. That's the Choi Cub fight. Yeah, I mean, and Marlon agrees. Yeah, show it to all you Mexican babies. Hakar Kawa says, are we huge Conor fans yet? Oh, everyone in the chat is such a huge Conor fan. Everyone. They all love Conor, right, Conor?
Yes, sir.
They all love him. All of them. Don't listen to these no's. Don't listen to those fucking no's. They are all closet Conor fans. Look at the uproar. Just Chris. Just Chris. But he's a ginger. Mexican says, no. Khabib offered $200 to Tony to fight. $200,000, Sal. $200,000. So, yeah, let's talk about it. Khabib Nurmagomedov has a hefty contract, has a wise contract. Khabib is strong with his contract, looking good, ready to fight. On the other hand, you have Tony Ferguson. He signed a shitbag contract. He wants more money. He's holding out to fight Khabib. Khabib offers $200,000 for Ferguson to fight. Ferguson's like, fuck no, man. I want the UFC to pay me. Dana White says, it's not my fault you signed that contract. And here we are. Will they pull it together for UFC 209? Khabib versus Ferguson. Koi. I want to see that fight. Everyone wants to see that fight. But will they pull it together for UFC 209? I don't know, man. It's not looking very promising because they're just all on different ends of the they have to get it together for 209. They dropped the ball at 208. They have to get it together for 209. Where's the money going to come from? I don't know, but I think we need that fight. Do you guys think the fight's going to happen? Man, do I want to see that fight, though. Hakar says, yes, Tony doesn't want to fight Khabib. Who would, though? Who would do? I guess you're trying to say who would, though. Jimmy Powers says, wants to get paid the same. Yep. That's pretty much what Ferguson wants. But he's not worth the same. It's just the contract thing, man. He's well, and you look at Khabib, man. Khabib is, I mean, he's unblemished. He's ran through everybody. Rightfully so. He deserves it. But Ferguson's on a giant win streak. He should have been getting paid a little bit more. All right. Khabib have all of Russian. Ferguson doesn't even have all of California. But that fight would be lit. I think we could all be honest with that. I heard Khabib offered Tony $200K and he declined it. That is correct. That is true, says Jimmy Powers, but I wouldn't want it that way either. Can't blame Ferguson. No. Now, Mexican says Khabib is rich as fuck. You all don't know, but he hangs with the Russian mob. This fool stunts in Russia. Yeah, Khabib is very wealthy. He made it very clear in Ariel Hawani's show. Okay, not huge, but I am. I love you, Chris, but I believe Tyron would crack him if he fought him. Made respect if he did get in the octagon, though. I think you're trying to say mad respect if he did get in the octagon, go. Smushy smiley face with the tongue out. You're wrong, Marlon. You're wrong. Because, Connor, would you smash Tyron Woodley?
Yes, sir.
What? You stuttering? He's nervous.
Yes, sir.
There it is. He says yes. Because he says,
who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is Tyron Woodley? Who the fuck? Guys, let's be honest. If McGregor fucking finishes Tyron Woodley, can we all put it aside and say the guy's pound for pound the best fucking fighter ever? That's right. I'm riding his nuts. Kukoi should just take Khabib's 200,000 and fuck him up quick. Says K Money. Imagine though, that'd be great. Give me that 200 grand and he just fucking lays him right out. Mike Goldberg says from Absolute MMA, Cody Garbrandt. Oh my goodness. That's what Absolute MMA says. Sal Zamora, UFC better pay GSP to come back. I think he will do better performance than Ronda. I don't know how GSP is going to come back, man. I really don't. He looks like he's in great shape, but so did Ronda. Jeremy Carlson says, Uncle Fister versus Camel Toe is the only fight I want to see. That's what Jeremy says. Khabib is bigger than Ovechkin in Russia. Got that mob ties. Khabib, wait, Jimmy Power says Khabib is bigger than Ovechkin. Is it because Ovechkin chokes every time he hits the playoffs? It's possible. Khabib being bigger than Ovechkin. Is he? I don't know, man. Hey, Minion's here. What's up, Minion? You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Khabib, hold on. Respect to Khabib for not taking Aldo's super fight bait. It's El Kakui or Connor for him or nothing. Yep. Respect. I like what Khabib's doing, man. I like how he's handling this whole thing. He's all calm. He's cool. He's like, whatever, man. Whatever happens. I'm making my dough. Here we go. Pro244I says, do you think Mike Goldberg should have gotten standing ovation and a tribute and maybe a slap on the bum? This is Pro Tool. I think the slap on the bum, yeah. I think he should have got that for sure. Mike Goldberg is a legend. Here we go. Away. See you, Mike Goldberg. It was nice knowing you. Rest in peace. All right. Hakar says, Connor is smart at picking his fights. He would never fight Khabib. He dodged Khabib by getting his girl pregnant. Connor, is that true?
Yes, sir.
Look at that shit. You're onto something there, Hakar. Jimmy Powers is pretty big ginger pipe dreams. There, Chris. I'm just stumbling all over this. Let's try this again. Pretty big ginger pipe dreams there, Chris. Connor will beat Woodley. And I hate Woodley. How do you hate Woodley? Woodley seems like an awesome dude. Why do you hate him? I mean, I don't know. I think he's a cool dude, Woodley. I like Woodley. But Connor's going to whoop his ass. Mexican Decides said, yeah, they did Mike Goldberg dirty. Mike Goldberg was like, I'm out of here. Peace. He just bolted out of that arena. Penn versus Rodriguez. Peace out, Penn. We're finally going to say goodbye to Penn. That's what we're going to say. Jimmy Powers, Luke Thomas was an asshole about the Goldberg deal. What did Luke Thomas say? I think I missed that part. I listened to some of his stream today. Actually, I don't listen to Luke Thomas. I just fucking write stupid things in the chat. Let's be honest. Says he never deserved a goodbye. What? Did Luke Thomas really say that? He never deserved a goodbye? Is that true? All right, Fred About It's here. Welcome, Fred About It. Welcome. Fred About It says, do you mind shouting out my penis pump website? No, not at all. Just drop the link in the live chat, and I'll definitely do that. Jimmy Powell says, goof. Joe Rogan alluded that Mike Goldberg got fired because he has his demons. Really? That can mean anything, but it was probably a nasty parting. It didn't look like it was a good parting. No. Mike Goldberg said he had creative differences with the UFC, with the new ownership, and he was like, peace. They just chased him right out the door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. That's what the UFC said. Okay. Absolute says Yara's going to run through Penn. I agree. And so does Connor.
Yes, sir.
Ever Fergoso says, yes, if he beats him, but he barely beat Nate. Hold on. Yes, if he beats him, but so you're saying he barely beat Nate? I don't fucking know what you're writing there. Whatever. I agree. I thank you for the comment. Jimmy Power says, well, there was that thing that's saying Goldberg was battling drug addiction. You know what? He does look like that he was battling drug addiction. He does have that party face, partying a little bit too much. Maybe, I don't know. I hate to jump to conclusions. There's no real stories out there about it, so I don't want to jump to any conclusions. Mike Goldberg, we're going to miss you. If Conor loses to Khabib, this will be crazy. Never happening, Sal. Jimmy Powers says that could be the demons. Could be Jimmy Powers. Jeremy Carlson says, saw you're alive in SLC. I was not impressed by his performance. Well, how about that? That's from Jeremy Carlson. Jimmy Powers says, because Woodley is a ninja. He is a ninja. Fargosa says, what Eber who don't have demons? Are you fucking with me? What Eber or whatever? What Eber? What Eber? What Eber? Who don't have demons? Everyone has demons, though. Everyone does have demons. All right. So the Pigeon says, I'm sorry. He's still doing the presentation. Pigeon, thanks you for hanging out with the MMA holes. We're just chilling right now on a Wednesday night, going a little long. It's 11:07 here in New York. I'm going to go for a couple of more minutes hanging out with you guys. I'm having a good time. Are you guys having fun? Fuck it. Let's have a little fun. What Eber? All right. Pro 2 says, I am a demon. Mexican says, Yair is the future. He has been working on his striking with Duke Rufus, I think. I may be wrong, though. It's possible. It's possible. Duke Rufus is a nice person to be working with. I just hate the name Duke Rufus. Yes, Luke Thomas said that watch his show from today. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to watch it. I believe you, though. I believe you. All right. Jeremy Carlson says he's got crazy kicks, but he should have lost to Bruce Lee. That's what Jeremy Carlson says. Nah, says Mexican with the up. Well, he's not a good play-by-play guy, but I like the way his voice amps. That's what Jimmy Power says. You talking about Mr. Goldberg? Hakar says, been fun here, but gotta go sleep now. 5 a.m. in Norway. Hakar, thanks for hanging with us from fucking Norway. Hakar, you are
wonderful, wonderful.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up because those thumbs are sexy and we like them going in this direction. Guys, remember, I know I've said it a million times, hit that bell, tap on that bell so you could catch this show from the very beginning. A lot of people don't get alerts. I've been getting a lot of people messaging me saying, hey, I didn't know you guys were streaming. That's because YouTube is a cunt and you have to hit the bell. Next to subscribe, there's a little bit of a bell. Let me show you. I'm just going to show you so you guys know. Yes, yes, yes. Next to subscribe, that's the fort, Justin Sumter. Here we go. All right, so if you look on the corner over here, there's a bell. If you're on your computer, tap that bell. If you're on your cell phone, next to the subscribe, you're going to see this bell. You're going to click on that bell. You're going to love that bell. And that's how you'll get alerts that the MMA holes are live. And you could fucking hang out with these fooks and the fooks in the chat. See you later, Hakar. Peace out. You are wonderful, wonderful. Okay, Jeremy Carlson says it was a draw, right? What are we talking about? I must have lost you there. I think Woodley won. Oh, Woodley Wonder Boy? Yes. I think Woodley won, but yeah, it ended in a draw. You could make the argument because those 10-8 rounds, that scoring, it was all over the place. Jimmy Powers says, don't end it yet. Don't worry, Jimmy Powers. I'm hanging with you guys. Right now, it's 11:10 in New York. 11:30. I'll go to 11:30. I fucking love this, man. I love hanging out with you guys. I have a lot of fun doing this. This is fun, man. I like to talk the shit. I like to have our fight buddies. I like to break down fights and do that fun stuff. But what I like the most is just bullshitting with you guys. It's so much fun. I get to talk to people from all over the world about the greatest sport in the world, MMA, anything, dating, whatever you want to talk about. Fuck it. Okay. Mexican says, a draw could have been fair, but Yara was throwing crazy shit, and UFC is punching him or punishing, you trying to say? He said punching him because they would have loved to have Mexican national star. Okay. Sonnen versus Ortiz. Sonnen's going to beat the shit out of Ortiz. Ortiz says that he's shitting his pants. Ortiz, finally, see you later, Ortiz. Sonnen's going to beat you up. It's not saying much. Not saying much about Chael Sonnen, but I used to love Chael Sonnen, man. His shit talking. The way I ride Connor's nut, I rode Chael Sonnen's nut too, man. I thought he was the best. Even though the difference is Connor backs it up. Chael Sonnen has had a lot of slips, then the steroids and all that fun stuff. I want Ortiz to win, but Chael is younger, and that's where I'm going. Jimmy Powers. Cody Smith says Ortiz BS Sonnen. Bullshit Sonnen. Jimmy Powers says Michael Venom Page making fun of Ronda. What the fuck's with this guy? Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. He's making fun of Ronda, and Travis Brown is about to take those big bare hands and smash his face into the ground. Mexican says El Cacoy. is a fake Mexican. Holy shit, harsh words. Barely speaks Spanish, and Kane is a shy pussy. Wow, the Mexicans coming out here. Yeah, and Brandon Moreno are the only Mexican nationals in the UFC that are actually winning. Mexican, I'm with you on that one. But you have more of a higher opinion on this because you are from the Mexican heritage. So speak to us, Mexican. Preach, 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 preach. Okay, Pro Tool says, are you in upstate New York? No, I'm in Queens. I'm not too far where Spider-Man was raised. I am Spider-Man. There it is. Brendan Moreno, very good fighter. Exciting to watch. I concur. Jimmy Powers, Mexican, says he's from Jersey. I'm not from Jersey. Stop it, Mexican. Stop it. Sal Zamora says, so you don't think Conor hold on. You don't think Conor can have a loss? No, I do. I'm just fucking around with you guys. So you don't think Khabib can make it happen? Remember Diaz. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. Listen, I was at that fight. I was at McGregor. Diaz won 196. I've been to a lot of events. That was the loudest I've ever heard a crowd. They were fucking rocking, buzzing. And everyone that was olaying for Conor was cheering for Diaz afterwards, giving the respect to Diaz. Listen, Conor fucking gassed out. Let's be honest. He gassed out. He beat himself. Regardless, the fight was a fucking amazing fight. Conor was trying to knock his head off, got tired. Nate Diaz, all bloodied and battled, and stuck it out and fucking choked out the king. Good for fucking Nate Diaz, man. That was a great fight. Regardless how much I ride Conor's nuts, I gained a lot of respect for Diaz in that fight. That was a great, fun fight to watch. Either way, you win with that fight. Jimmy Powers says, fast, kid. Mucho Carrazan, says Jeremy Carlson. Jimmy Powers says, sucks Brandon lost his first fight on Tough 24, though. Well. Mexican says, Jeremy and humble and skillful on the ground, says, or at Jeremy and humble and skillful on the ground. Minion McGrogden's back, says, I like Willie, and follow Minion McGrogden on Twitter. He has a lot of cool stuff. And check out his YouTube page. I got to say, Minion McGrogden, he's a shout out to Minion. Minion, the way he breaks down the fights and stuff like that and talks about like pound for pound lists and all that stuff. He's got some real cool content on there. Check out, subscribe right now to Minion. Minion is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I like Woodley, but too much campaigning for his money fights. He posted a fan vote today. Did he really? Let's see. To choose McGregor, Bisping, no mention of Ronda, though. Woodley. We have a visitor. We have a guest. Marlon, welcome to
Hi.
I got one favorite. You have the volume thing on your YouTube. Let's see. No, because I hear a little bit. If you have your volume, computer, just shut down your volume.
No, I have it off already.
Oh, it is off? Okay. I'm hearing an echo. You guys in the chat here?
I'm hearing you fade in and out, though.
Am I?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, pop back in. Jump back in. Let me see. Maybe it's just a connection issue.
Okay.
Alrighty. I got rid of her, guy. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard. Okay, echo. Uh-oh, Marlon's throwing the phone around, or... Yeah, I think it's a connection issue. Hopefully we'll get that. Yeah, I was hearing myself talk, and it was just rattling off my head. Hopefully we could get that figured out. But how about that? Marlon's popping in for a chat. G Power says, Chris is a giant Dicks fan. Look at the size of that mouth. Oh, God. Jimmy Powers is on fire tonight, huh? Ever Fragoso, Diaz 1-2, his ass fool. Green Bay, LOL. Robin. Let's see. Hello.
Hello. Is it better?
What? I'm still hearing it. Let me try something here. Let me play around. Maybe it's on mine. What is going on? They do hear an echo. I don't know why I'm. Let me just double check over here. Alrighty. Definitely have the volume.
What
the?
I have no volume at all.
All right. I'm not sure why I hear myself. Let's see. It could be something on my end. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. No. Guys, you hearing it? You know. Mute the microphone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure why. It's bouncing off. Back in. I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, I keep hearing you go in and out.
Yeah, right. Okay. Marlon, breaking the internet. All right, give me some talking.
Huh?
All right. The fuck? Let me see if I can do something. Well, it's good to have you. I don't know why I'm here. Rattling off. It kind of sucks ass. Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I like it. Last time I called you, same thing.
Okay, let's see. You know what? Let me get that phone call for you. Let's see. Boot the females to fix the echo. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck, man. Let's see. Try one more thing. All right, let's try. Yeah, I don't know why I'm bouncing.
No worries. I can just call back next show for sure.
All right, let's see. So weird. Do you hear me echoing at all?
I do.
Fuck. Oh shit. You know what? Let me send you one more link. If that doesn't work, then fuck you booted.
Okay. Bye.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what that. Fucking guy always wants to fondle fighters. What are you guys talking about? Cody Smith? All right, let's see if I can figure this out. Let's try this. It's so weird. Yeah, I think it's a connection issue. I think that's what's going on there. Let's see. Hopefully I can fix that. Let's try this. Let's go like that. Paste. Try one more time. All right, let's see if that works. Guys, how bad was that echo? Is it pretty bad or what? All right. I hate Robin Black. So weird that was echoing. It's not echoing now, right? Super, super weird. Pro Tools says the echo is intolerable. I think Frank Mir. It was that bad, Pro Tool? Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't. Marlon has no echo. Let her talk, do a monologue. You know what I'm going to do? When she jumps back in, I'm going to ask her a question. I'm going to shut up because I've been talking way too long anyway. We'll ask her a question, let her talk because she has no echo. That's what we'll do. Not sure why I have an echo. Fucking annoying. Google Hangouts is so glitchy, man. So glitchy. I'm working on getting this stream onto OBS. Get that party started on OBS. I just need to beef up my computer. My computer is no mas with OBS. So that's why we're here on the Google Hangouts. Let's see if this works. So weird. Super, super weird. Yeah, it's like a connection issue. All good. All good in the hood. Let's see if we get Marlon back on the call and talk to you guys for a little bit. I think Frank Mir has an awesome podcast. That shit. All right, Marlon. So this is what we're going to do. I do have an echo still. We're going to have you have a monologue. How's that sound?
I don't know. Some of your listeners don't want me on here.
No, I think they do. Audio quality. I don't know what's going on. But see what we can do here. So what is your thoughts on the Ronda Rousey?
Well, and a lot of people will hate me for this because I am a Ronda fan. I was really sad to see how the fight went down. Even if she was going to lose, I didn't expect her to lose the way she did. You know, she's a pioneer. If it wasn't for her, there would be no women in the UFC. So I wish people would be more respectful, but everybody has a right to their opinion. And we have a lot of very opinionated people out there for sure. I don't know if it was poor coaching or if her head wasn't in the game. I don't know. I heard that she really didn't want to come back, and Dana White made her, and that was why she didn't do the press. I don't know if that's true or not, but she's done a lot for the sport, and even though she went out, the way she is, I still think she deserves all the respect in the world.
All the respect in the world. I concur. I'm also still echoing. Let's ask another question. Garbrandt, what's your thought on that?
I was going for Cruz. I thought he had better movement, better footwork than Cody did, but I think Cody really showed up this fight. He surprised me in a lot of ways, for sure. He was really good at keeping the distance and picking a shot, and he ultimately, picked Cruz apart. I think it was a very dominant victory for him. I'm curious to see how he will do with Dillashaw, because Dillashaw, the last couple of fights, he's been looking good, and I think that Dillashaw could definitely take the belt from him.
There you go, Cody. Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw. This would be a dope-ass fight. So, do you think so? Dillashaw should be the one that gets the shot.
Absolutely, I think he should. He's, when he lost his belt to Cruz, it was a bit of a shocker because it was such a close fight, but because usually when you are fighting for title fights, you have to establish some kind of dominance and don't let it go to decision. Unless the fight is so spot on for the challenger that he is absolutely dominating the champion, then like what happened this past weekend. So yeah, I'm curious to see what will happen for sure. But I think Dillashaw definitely deserves his title shot again.
All right, I'm gonna try to talk like this. Am I still getting an echo, Marlon?
No.
So what I did was I lowered the volume coming in, so we'll talk one at a time and I can get this right now.
You're just going in and out, but it's not an echo.
Okay. I don't know what the hell broadcast, but I'm glad you're here. I think the MMA-holes are happy to be here as well. So now, what is next? What is going to be big for 2017? What do you predict? What's going to be the big moment of 2017 this year?
I think it's going to be when Conor comes back, because even if he is not necessarily everyone's favorite fighter, he definitely gets people watching. He gets people talking. So when he comes back, whoever he fights, I think it's going to be the big thing. I mean, if GSP comes back, I think that could be another super fight. Of course, everybody wants the Diaz brothers on 209, but Nate said he's not fighting until Conor comes back. And I would love to see Nick come back, but I'm curious who they would have lined up for him, because he has been out of the game for so long.
With Nick Diaz coming back, do you think it was a blunder by him turning down Robbie Lawler's fight?
I can understand why he would, just because Lawler has evolved so much as a fighter from the last time that he's fought him, but at the same time, he's been out for so long and he's been wanting a fight from what I heard, so I don't know why he necessarily would. I would think he would want to do whatever he can to get back in the octagon, but who knows?
I see in the chat they're saying that perhaps your volume might be a little bit high, so maybe if you lower the volume on the output, maybe that might help the situation.
Okay, I have it really low. Does that make a difference?
Let's see. It's not as bad of an echo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty well.
Okay, so it's a little bit better. Let me know in the chat if you can hear. I still hear an echo. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's the audio coming out and it's bouncing back from your microphone, and that's how we're getting that little echo going.
I see.
It's all right. It's a nerd podcast talk. But that is better. That's definitely more tolerable if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
So let's see. So they're saying lower mine too. But the thing is, mine's not coming out. It's coming out through my headphones, so I can't really lower mine. I'm just talking to the chat now. So anyway, we still have this conversation. So you're saying that the McGregor comeback might be the biggest thing right now. What do you think is going to be a sleeper? Let's talk about the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division, a lot of people were talking about that before. Who do you think out of anyone but Stipe, who's going to be the guy that's going to take control of that heavyweight division?
Man.
Let's see.
It's so hard because it seems like
that's you.
not many of the heavyweights have a win streak.
Yeah, I think it's a real tough one to look at. I'm going to pull it up right now so you can kind of see what's going on over there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rankings as well.
So the heavyweight thing, it's such a clusterfuck between that and the light heavyweight. It's a complete disaster over there. But if you had to pick one fighter, who would be the one that stands out to you?
Gosh, maybe Derek Lewis. I know you're a fan of his. I would say maybe him. Because see, everybody, like I said, it's like win one, lose one. It almost seems like, and so it's really hard. I mean, we all know what happened with Kane. I would love to have Kane, back at the top, but I don't know when we're gonna see him fight. Overeem, he was on an upward slope, but that fight with Miocic just made him look really bad, in my opinion. Dos Santos, we haven't seen him fight, so I don't know if he can bring anything new to the table. Or I'm not a fan of Ben Rothwell. I don't think he's that well-rounded of a fighter, in my opinion. I think he's a heavy hitter, and he's a strong guy, but I haven't seen much of that. He reminds me of an unpolished, I guess you could say, Mark Hunt. I love Mark Hunt, though. Mark Hunt is definitely, he's another one who I would love to see, because he just doesn't give a crap.
He doesn't. He's a badass, Mark Hunt, for sure. So you're thinking, out of this group, if you had to say someone that could be a contender for the 2017 year, you're looking at the Black Beast, you're looking at Overeem, maybe Kane come back.
I like to see how far Derek Lewis can do. I'd like to see him fight another top 5 guy and see how he does with that.
Yeah, Black Beast is my vote for sure. I love watching that dude fight. He's a funny bastard, man. You ever watch him on Twitter? Do you follow him on Twitter?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's one to follow. If you guys want to follow someone funny, he's a funny dude, funny dude, and he backs it up. What about that light heavyweight division? What do you think about that? Do you think John Jones is going to come back and go to heavyweight?
Based on way that I've seen his body developing, like all the stuff I guess he's doing to pump iron, it looks like he could definitely go up to heavyweight. And I think if he did, he's one of the leaner guys that I think he could probably do pretty well, but I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that he feels he has unfinished business with Daniel, so I'm pretty sure he might come back for him.
Yeah, I think everyone wants to see that rematch. I don't know if that rematch is going to happen, but him coming to heavyweight would definitely put a spark into that division. Hold on, let's move this away. And there it is. The beautiful Marlon is live on the MMA-HOLES. We have a little echo. I apologize for that. You guys in the chat, if you have any questions for her, let us know in here right now while we have her online. Are you on your break now?
Yes, I am.
See, look at that. Now that's devotion right there. All right, let's see. Let's look at the chat. This is going to be interesting, Marlon. Brace yourself.
All right.
All right, here we go. Let's see. John Jones already said after he beats DC. Let's see. Derek Lewis didn't her just get flagged. I don't know what that means, Mike Daly. Mike Daly, welcome. Let's see. Oh, Big Cox. Awesome. Oh, Jesus Christ. This guy Fragosa is a real character. Real character. So what do you think about Green Bay? What's your feelings on Green Bay, Marlon?
You're gonna hate me for saying, but I'm not a big sports fan aside from MMA, to be honest with you. So I have nothing against them, but yeah, I'm not not big.
Well, Green Bay 345. Sorry. Sorry about that. Green Bay 345 is a new MMA-hole. Welcome, Green Bay 345. He was going hard, Maryland. He's going hard, Marlon. He's really trying to make the moves.
I know, I'm reading everything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me.
So let's see. Okay. All right, guys. Settle down in there. Settle down, everybody. So Marlon purchased an MMA-holes t-shirt because she is an MMA-hole OG, and we thank you very much for that. What do you think about Justin Sumter and his fight, huh? Our boy Justin.
I'm so excited for him. Yay. I wish I could be there, but I know you said you're going to be podcasting from there, right?
That's what we're going to do our best to get that thing lined up, and that'd be awesome to do a podcast from the Justin Sumter fight. If you guys want to see us podcast from the Justin Sumter fight, drop the ones. No balls, Chris. I got balls. Okay, here we go. Sal Zamora says, what do you think of Gina Carano or Ronda? I said Ronda. Let's talk about Gina Carano versus Ronda. What do you think about that?
Oh, between those two?
Yeah.
Gosh. I mean, Gina Carano, you can't. I mean, she was the girl that she had the pretty face, and because of that, she brought attention to females MMA. So I mean, you can't give anything away from her for that. And Ronda was a similar thing, but I think they were at different times. So I don't know what Gina has learned after her fight with Cyborg, and and how that would do with Ronda. Who knows, But Ronda, of course, she's lost twice, so a lot of it is all a mental game. So it'd be an interesting matchup if they did agree on it. But
yeah. It's I'm glad you entertained that question, but it's never gonna happen, guys, in the chat. What the fuck? Jesus, Gina Carano, are you serious? It's not happening. Get the fuck out of here. She's gonna stick to bad acting and bad movies. Well, although Deadpool was a good movie. I don't know if you saw Deadpool, but that tickled my fancy. That was a good one. Let's see if we got anything else worthwhile in this chat. Oh man, y'all sound gay right now. Exchanging pornos. Yeah, they got some interesting questions in here. This is it's funny reading this chat. I feel like I'm the Luke Thomas show right now watching this chat. Do you ever watch the Luke Thomas show, Marlon?
No, I have not, but according to all the comments, I don't think I want to.
Yeah, Luke Thomas, a very knowledgeable guy, but a little snooze festish. And if you look in the live chat section, it's a lot of this going on. A lot of this.
Yeah.
Let's see what's Jeremy Carlson. Let's see what he says. Chris, if this chick came to your house, would you make her take off her shoes? They were calling me a Jew during the fight buddies because I made everyone take their shoes off. I run a tight ship.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
So yes, I would make Marlon take her shoes off. Yes. Do you take your shoes off at home? What do you do in your home?
I do. Well, I'll wear my shoes in my living room, and then before I go into my bedroom, I'll take them off.
There you go. See, we ask all the hard-hitting questions over here on the MMA-holes. Minion McGrognan's here. Follow him. Carano versus Ronda will get picked up by Bellator in year 2034.
He's probably right.
And Dirty the Floors, what's wrong with that? Pro Tool says she has a lovely Jesus Christ. They think you have lovely milk bubbles. There you go, guys.
Thank you.
Kill me. Jimmy Powers wants to die. Okay. If I walked into her house with shoes on, I'm guessing Chris still lives with his Mom? No, what do you, I don't know. He just stopped at his. Ask. Oh, here we go. Mexican says, ask Marlon how she feels about Amanda Nunez now. She's got a lot of hate. What do you think about that?
Well, I think obviously Amanda Nunes is the real deal. I respect her as a fighter and what she's brought to the game. I was a little turned off by her rant that she was doing after the fight with Rogan. Maybe it was just all pent up from her being snubbed, this whole time, because it was all about Ronda. But I just didn't like that about her. But as a fighter, I can't take anything away from her. She went in there. She did what she had to do to get the W. And I'm curious to see what kind of how she evolves as a fighter.
There you go. There's the opinion on Amanda Nunez. Definitely an interesting story for 2017 to see how that's going to work out. Her versus Holly Holm. You think that's going to happen?
It's hard to say now with Holly Holm moving to 145. I mean, I know why she did it. As a fighter, you go where a belt is offered, But I think that Holly could definitely give her a run for her money if she utilizes her kicks and keeps the distance, because Amanda's long and she hits with, she hits like a truck, and so that would be her best way, would be to use those kicks and keep that distance.
Good point right there. Jimmy Powers wants to know if you like gingerbread.
Yes, I do.
There's your answer, Jimmy Powers. Jeremy Carlson says she's a scissor queen. Like, totally. I think we're talking about Amanda Nunez on that one. Sesame Timbers. All right. Let's see. Ever Fragoso says, I think this cat, an Asian guy, and his I can't even read what this guy is saying. Okay, whatever you're saying, Fragoso, we agree. Jeremy Carlson says it puts the lotion on its skin, or then it gets. What the fuck? All right, I don't fucking know. All right, let's see. I'd hit Ronda ... with a truck. That's what Pro Tool says. That's for you, Chris, says Jimmy Powers. Okay. I'm lost there, Jimmy Powers. Rose Narmagamanis. I like to say Khabib's last name or Rose's first name. Karate Hottie versus Rose. What do you think about that one? That's a good question. So.
Ooh, that's a good fight. Michelle looked great when she came back in. Part of me wasn't though surprised with the whole Paige Van Zandt thing, because I think she's being too pushed into our faces. I think she's a pretty girl and she's great to market on the looks, but skill-wise, she definitely has a lot to grow with, and she's admitted that. But if Michelle Waterson, she comes back the way, if she fights Rose the way she did with Paige, I think she could definitely give Rose a run for her money for sure.
There you go. There's that breakdown. That's gonna be a great fight. That would be a freaking great fight between those two. I think that'd be a lot of fun to watch. Okay. Mexican says your motherfuckers are acting like a bunch of virgins. She likes gingerbread. Now tell her you want to put gingerbread loaf in her oven. Okay, there you go. I got $5 on. All right, let's see if we can find a real question. Mexican says, ask Marlon, what are we gonna name our first baby? Okay, what are you guys gonna name your first baby? What do you think?
Oh man. I'll let him decide on that.
And who's gonna decide if they're gonna do combat sports? You or Mexican? What do you think?
Oh, probably I would, and I'd probably say go for it.
All right, Pro 2 is a motherfucker. He fucked a couple of mothers. Okay, there you go. There's some interesting facts about Pro Tools. Sal Zamora says, what do you think is next for Doohoo Choi? Very good question there. Doohoo Choi. Marlon, you want to take that one? Doohoo Choi?
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
That is a tough one. Obviously, he proved his durability and his heart in his fight with Swanson. I say give him a top 5 guy. I mean, I would like to see him, with Stevens or Lamas. I think that would be a good matchup for him. Yeah, I mean, the guy's the real deal, no doubt. I have to admit I wasn't a huge fan of his before, but after this fight, no doubt, I'm tuning into every time he fights.
Yeah, Doo Ho Choi's last fight was not a loss. I mean, even though he did lose, it was still, I think, was a coming out party for him. I think that was a good fight for him to get into. If he was going to lose, that's the way you're going to lose, against a badass.
Absolutely.
So if you look at the list, man, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. Doo Ho Choi, who should he go for? Man, that's a really tough question. Give him Jeremy Stevens. That's what I want.
I think that would be a good test for him, Stevens, no doubt.
That's what I'm going with. Jeremy Stevens. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's go through. Jeremy Carlson says, loaf, dude. Chris is tiny like Baggett. I have no idea what that means. Mexican says, good, Sal. All right, here we go. Minion McGrogan says, Holmes shouldn't get to jump into a bantamweight super fight title shot if she wins the featherweight belt. Pena or Shevchenko has to be next for Nunez. And in Brazil. Yes, it should be in Brazil. I agree with that as well. Let's see. Holmes shouldn't jump into the bantamweight super fight title. It's not fair for that to happen, but you fucking know it's going to happen. You know it. They're just lining that shit up. What do you think about that, Marlon? With the Holmes
about the super fight with Holmes?
Yeah. So what Minion's saying is that Holmes shouldn't really get the shot. It should be Pena or Shevchenko, and it should be in Brazil. I like Pena a lot. Pena's my girl. That's the one I've been pushing for a little bit. I think she's gonna snag that belt. With this whole 145 thing, it could be a little bit of a problem. Do you think there should be an immediate super fight if Holly Holm wins?
I think it'll honestly depend on how she wins. I think on whether or not a super fight should be suggested. I love Holm. I think she's an amazing fighter. I mean, she's proven herself as a fighter. But unfortunately, she's had 2 losses, and I don't know. I would be curious to see just how this fight goes, with Jermaine.
I really hope that Pena gets that shot. I really do. I like the way she fights, and Shishnikov is no joke either. So that division's coming around. We got some players in that division. So I don't disagree with you, Minion. I think you got a good point with that one. Unfortunately, that I have a feeling this super fight is right around the corner. Thank you for the 25 likes, guys. You guys are killing it with the likes. I appreciate it. Let's see. Ask her what kind of meat she likes. Here we go. I'm not. Oh, shit, Mom. Okay, let's see. Ever Fragosa says, I am a virgin. Okay. To save myself from Marlon. There you go. He's saving himself for you.
Thank you.
Green Bay wants to know if there's any single girls. He's still stalking for the single women. Sal Zamora says Doo Ho Choi versus Sage is in the works. Jimmy Powers says Doo Ho isn't ready to fight number 5 ranked guy. I don't know. I disagree. I disagree. Green Bay, a boy needs to go to farmersonly.com. That's a little bit of advice from Jeremy Carlson. Ever Fragoso, bro, go look for a chick on Facebook or something. They're trying to help out poor Green Bay over there. Hey, Diaper John's here. Look at this. Marlon, you know who Diaper John is?
No, I don't.
So the guy that says
Wonderful.
okay, he is Diaper John. Diaper John's in the chat, but it's not really John. It's someone else pretending he's Diaper John.
Okay.
Yep, that's the answer. And he says, "Wink, wink, wonderful, wonderful." Oh god, that's pretty funny. He's throwing himself out there to Green Bay 345. Okay, MMA Hole says you say that there were going to be a lot of single girls on Green Bay. I think you chased them out. You were hungry for them girls. You chased them all out. Bargosa says, yeah, take your ass to Farmers Only. Jimmy Power says, how about Verdun calling out Dos Santos? Verdun calling out Dos Santos. Faggot, even though Dos Santos demolished Verdun. Didn't Dos Santos offer to fight Verdun for UFC 207, if I'm not mistaken?
I thought he did. Yeah, I want to say so.
I think that was the case, and I think Verdun turned it down. So I'm not sure how that one works out. Don't think that one makes any sense.
No.
All right. Jeremy Carlson says, got you, Chris. All right, Ever Forgosa, ha ha ha. Pro Tool says, look at the viewer count. It says 14 men watching now. Diaper John, you a girl? All right, let's see. Michael Chandler in the works for the UFC last fight in the contract. That would be the great star to add to the super fights. So let me talk about Michael Chandler for a little second here from Bellator. Yeah, I hope this echo is not killing you guys. I still hear it, but what are you gonna do? So Michael Chandler was on Instagram, what's it called? Instagram's live chat, and everyone was asking him if when his contract up, is he going to the UFC? And he's like, Bellator has treated me really well, but he never said no. Hit me in the chat. Do you guys think that Michael Chandler is going to the UFC? If you think so, hit me with a 1. Marlon, what do you think?
I don't think he probably will. Being vocal, how happy he is, at Bellator obviously means something, unless he, of course, was just using that as trying to get UFC to bribe him to, with more money to come over. But, I'd be accepting of either way. If he wants to stay at Bellator or come over to the UFC, I'll watch him either way.
Yeah, I think Mike Chandler would be an awesome fit in the UFC, but he's kind of like that ship that Bellator wants to hold on to. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing Michael Chandler bouncing to the UFC. I feel that Bellator will give him every penny that he wants for him to stay in the Bellator world. So Marlon, what I'm going to do, unfortunately, because his audio situation is all jacked up, what I need you to do is say your final thoughts right now. I'm going to wind the show down. I thank you for coming on.
Perfect. Yeah, I was gonna say I have to go back to work, but yeah, thank you for having me on and allowing me to come on and talk to you guys. Sorry about the whole audio thing, and sorry for all the guys that didn't want a girl on the show, but nice talking with you guys.
It was a pleasure, Marlon. Thank you very much for coming on. Appreciate it.
No problem.
There she is, the lovely Marlon Lane. There she is. She came on. She conquered on the MMA. Let's get rid of that echo. Let's see. All righty. Cool. All right. How am I sounding? Yeah, I'm not sure what that echo was about. Hangouts is hangouts. But I got to say, Marlon was really good. She's a trooper. She's a champ. She came on the MMA-HOLE. She faced the fire of the MMA-HOLEs. And you guys definitely gave it. I saw you in the chat. I saw all you motherfuckers in the chat. If it wasn't for that echo, we would have had a little bit more fun, but unfortunately that echo was all banged out and I couldn't really have a little fun with Marlon, but she's a good sport. And I thank Marlon for coming into the chat. All right. You guys are motherfuckers in there. Okay. Verdum just last week called him a fag, even though Verdum turned down the fight. Less respect for women. Jimmy Power says, fucking Google, do some research. Easy to find. Yep, fuck that puto, says Fargozo. Pro 2 says, your beauty makes up for the echo, Marlon. Oh, there you go. See, Pro Tool is coming back around. Green Bay's having a heart attack in there, looking for ladies. There you go. All right, so it's everyone made up. That's good. Chris, can you please make me a mod? Someone has to regulate on these fools. Mexican, I think that's going to eventually happen for sure. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Guys, you're getting a pass for this one. Okay, so now Now you guys are hitting on Marlon in the chat. You guys were motherfuckers in there, and now you're hitting on Marlon in the chat. Now you're all tough when Marlon's in the hangouts, and then when Marlon goes back to the chat, you guys start cowering over there. Yeah, I think the next stream, this is the thing. We're growing. We're getting a little bigger. You guys are hitting us with the thumbs ups. I really do appreciate it on this lovely Wednesday night. Just a chill hangout with you guys. But it's cool hanging out with you guys. I have a great time always. As always, I always have a great time hanging with you guys. This Google Hangouts, this show is a work in progress. We are still new. We are still a baby. We're only a couple of months in, and we got the 350, the big 350 on the subscribers. We have fun every time we come on, and it's always a blast talking with you guys about MMA, mixed martial arts, having guests on, and opening up our Hangouts to you guys. In future shows, if you guys want to jump in on a Hangouts, I will be sending you guys links as well, and you guys can hang with me as well in the Hangouts, and we can have a little bit of fun. And it's definitely wonderful, wonderful for sure. Let's see. Back to work. She has a porn channel, says Jimmy Powers. Green Bay, hey Marlon, you're so cute. Green Bay, you sound desperate. Ha ha ha. Wait, that was her. I do sound desperate. Well, at least you agree, Green Bay. Hey, Green Bay, you've been a good sport. You hung out the whole stream with us. That's awesome. She liked Chris's tube steak. Okay, settle down there, Jeremy. Sal Zamora says, do you think it's smart for the UFC not treat champions the same exposure as Conor or Ronda? It is what it is, man. When it comes to Conor and Ronda, they're just rare breeds with their personality. And unfortunately, it's not always because of what they've accomplished. Conor has done something a little bit different than previous fighters. Like Chael Sonnen got treated very well by the UFC because he had a big mouth. Chael Sonnen got very far because he talked his way into these big super fights and stuff like that and got paid a lot of money, Chael Sonnen, but he never backed it up. The difference is Conor backs it up majority of the time. Conor's there. So that's why Conor's getting treated the way he is. He's just a special fighter right now. All right. This was good stuff. Pro Tool, thank you for hanging. All right. Very Desperate says, Ever Fargoso Mexican says, this ninja have to put respect on our MMA queen. There you go, Mexican. That's why we got you here, Mexican. You are strong and in control, and I will make you a mod for sure. Okay, Jimmy Powers says, sense of my freedom of speech, and I will never watch again, says Jimmy Powers. Listen, you guys are all good, man. I encourage the ball busting. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. And like I said, once this show gets even vamped up even more, once I get onto OBS, gets my sound together, get the shit nice and tight, we're going to run a tight, smooth ship, and we're going to fucking take over the motherfucking game with you guys. I'm no ninja, says Jeremy Carlson. Yes, you are. Mexican says, Jimmy, oh no. How will this channel survive without you? I sense sarcasm in Mexican's voice. Jeremy Carlson, me either. Green Bay, why are UFC girl fighters are not as cute as we WWE fighters? Because WWE is fake. Fragoso says, I have ninja stars. Bring them to the next stream. Build the wall, Jeremy Carlson. You too. All the episodes you take, you talk shit on here too. I was there now, and with this girl on, you act all high and might. Oh, you're talking that Mexican over there. Okay, you guys are going back and forth. All right, guys. Play nice, guys. Guys, we are the MMA-holes. You guys are MMA-holes. We're all MMA-holes. Fuck Luke Thomas. I'll see you in those chats. Listen, guys, if you are in the Luke Thomas chats, let's unite. Let's start a ruckus in those things. There is nothing more fun than having a little fun on the Luke Thomas chats, taking the shit over. And that's what I like to do with you guys. Hang out, take some shit over, run these chats. We take over these things. We take over the live Luke Thomas chats. And without you, there's no me. That's how that works. I'm not paying for the fucking wool, says Francosa. Oh, God. I didn't make dirty jokes. All right, Mexican is going back and forth. Lucky Chucky, what's going on? Marlon, Mexican Will. Marlon turned me on, says Green Bay. Are you still here? There you go. Lucky. There we go. Lucky is a gentleman. See, Lucky's very nice. OMG, hi. Lucky, where the fuck you been, man? I'm winding down the show, and now you come in? Glenn Allen says, in caps, we own Luke's chat. That's right. We do own Luke's chat. We take that fucking thing over. She needs to flash us. Oh God, look at you guys. Surprise cameo by Lucky. Lucky, thank you for coming. Guys, you guys have been studs and studettes. You guys are the MMA holes. I always have a good time hanging with you guys. I'm winding this puppy down. Thank you for hanging. I love hanging with you guys. 3 hours strong. Viewers consistently hanging. That's what I like. Remember to slap that thumbs up. If you're new to the show, I will be back every fucking Wednesday. Guys, one more thing before I go. If you want one more stream during the week, I only do one stream during the week unless it's a Fight Buddies. If you guys want one more stream during the week, a 2-stream week, hit me with the ones right now. I need to see ones in the chat. If you want more streams, we can do more streams, have more hangouts with you guys because I like doing this shit. There we go. Marlon and Lucky are chatting up in there. At Green Bay, thank you so much. Marlon, you're a class act. Marlon, you're the deficition of sexy. Deficition. Thank you. Going long, Chris. Thank you, Jimmy Powers. I appreciate it. I really do. Build the wall, Jeremy Carlson. Great show. Thanks. Jeremy Carlson with a 5. All right. Fuck you, Jeremy Carlson. There we go. There's the ones. Okay. So you guys do want to see it. If I do get some more ones up in this bitch on future times, future streams, future shows, I will do another stream and hang out with you guys a little bit more. Like I said, I have some big plans. We're working some stuff out. Hopefully we can work something out with Justin Sumter on his fight. I'd love to do a stream from that event, which could be in the works. I'll keep you posted on that. March 11th, keep that day free. Regardless, I'm going to that fight. Regardless, I am going to that fight. I'm showing my support to Mr. Sumter. But we would like to do an MMA-hole stream live from the Justin Sumter event. How fucking dope would that be? Let me know if you want to see that. All right. Who the fuck is that guy I see in the chat? I give it to you.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Night, everyone. Catch you next time. Night Minion, you've been a true soldier. Shaking my head, says Mexican. They're asking what Marlon eat. All right. So, yeah, we'll do this again, guys. Thank you for hanging. Remember, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole. Where's my music? Where's my music, guys? It's been one of those shows. This is what we do. We go like this.
Wonderful.